We are live. No intro again because
right.
we are retarded.
Yeah.
This is just terrible. No, we actually have an intro song that my son made up.
Really?
Like he did like a little on a beat thing, a beat program, and I'm like, all right, like 7 years ago, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
But we had it. Now we switched to a different service that we're using to stream everything, and
Right.
yeah, nothing with that part is working right. We don't have the closing of the screen, the opening of the screen. I got to figure that out because I also don't take the time to figure it out because I'm not that bright. But anyway, we're live. How are you?
Good, good.
Sully, Anthony, Sully.
Good to be here.
Yeah, man, good seeing you.
Yeah, good to be seen.
By the way, I just for further introductions, Navy, Marine, Army.
Yes.
Our other co-host, Salvation Army. Sometimes he donates. I don't know. Just saying, throwing it out there. He runs a little late. He works late, so he comes in a little bit later.
Could I deposit the Cowboys into that Salvation drum?
There you go.
Oh my God, just being a Cowboy fan now is rough.
Could be worse. You made the playoffs.
Yeah, we
Could be a
made it,
Panthers fan.
3 years in a
True.
row.
You could be a
times out.
Panthers fan.
Oh
That freaking team's a shitter.
Like they get that quarterback, and no, not
Then
something.
they fired everyone. Like they get new quarterback, new system, new everything. Why did they get Frankie Reich a year?
Not
You know what I
even.
mean? Like you get
Yeah.
got a year.
I really don't think these old school coaches don't know how to deal with these new quarterbacks that can run the ball. They're looking for Ben Roethlisberger, Josh Allen, but Josh Allen ran for a touchdown, 52 yards today.
Yeah.
But they're still looking for that prototypical 6'3", 6'4", stay in the pocket.
Yeah.
And,
Well, you need to have a good combination of both, like Lamar Jackson.
Oh, but you remember all of his stuff they were saying about him when he first came out?
Yeah.
Oh, he won't be good. He should play wide receiver. No quarterback can run in this league.
No, but he's also he's built a little bigger than RG3 was, which definitely is in his favor.
Yeah. Well, because
He wasn't Cam Newton.
There was a whole bunch. Well, here's the problem. Again, Cam Newton, they figured him out.
That's
You know what I mean? After like 2 years, they figured him out because he had that really good year, won the MVP, and then was a complete pussy in the Super Bowl. How do you dive in a freaking fumble right in front of you? Anyway, I'm gonna get off of that because how is a quarterback in the NFL? You fumble the snap and you just stare at it.
You learned that in Pop Warner.
He stared at it. He made a business decision. He made a bet. I don't want to get hurt. I'm not gonna
contract year. I'm good.
No, dude. This is the Super Bowl, man.
Remember a couple of plays before that? I think it was like the second play he threw the ball. He got drilled in the ear hole, and they didn't call it. Helmet to helmet, straight on.
Yeah.
And he that was
Justin
Tom
Fields
Brady.
every time.
They would have forfeited the game.
Look, I'm a Bears fan. I watched the freaking Aaron Rodgers. If you looked at him wrong, there was 40 flags fucking thrown out in the field.
Yeah, right. So,
But Justin Fields, literally the last game, slides, gets ear hole, then bangs his head off the turf, and then another guy hits him. No flag.
You said ear hole turned your head unless it was cauliflower.
But you're going. I'm sitting there going, how? He's a quarterback. He gave himself up. You can't hit him. And for some reason, when the running quarterbacks are like,
Well, that's the thing, and that was Cam Newton's complaint too. He's like, you're supposed to protect the quarterback. They're saying that you're doing that, but because I'm bigger, I don't get the same calls.
it's the running quarterbacks. It's just the run. But he's running. Yes, I get it. But when he gives himself up,
you're supposed to let it go, like any other quarterback.
You can't hit him. Like
you're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to hit him.
But that's what I'm saying. He was right for complaining about that.
Yeah, no, he was 100% right for complaining about that.
Because it's bullshit. Because now they're all just fucking stupid.
But again, I'm not exaggerating, dude. There was a play. Khalil Mack came around and he was reaching for the ball. He went to swat the ball, but Aaron Rodgers turned his body, dude. He hit his head like
barely touched.
It was like a French fucking club slap. You know what I mean? It was like one of
I challenge you to a duel.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was like. 4 flags, just flags coming out, and Mac's like, "Are you kidding me?" Then there's a same game. There's a picture of the tackle blocking Khalil Mack. His both hands wrapped around his legs, and a ref standing there like this, staring at him. Like you're looking at the hold. Like, come on, dude. Like you gotta get the flag out of your pocket.
Sometimes it's so obvious that they're being biased.
Yes.
It's terrible.
Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers got all the calls. Brady got all the calls.
NFL,
Yeah.
Yeah. They want certain guys to win. So sometimes they let some stuff go.
And they like storylines.
Yeah. And I understand. Like, I'm from the school of I understand if we're running to the right and the left tackle's grabbing a little bit, let it go.
Right.
Yeah,
Let it go. It has nothing to do with the play. He's not impeding the play.
Right.
Let it go. But if we're running right and the right tackle is literally dragging one of my guys down, you gotta throw the fucking flag. You got to throw the flag. You gotta get the flag out of your pocket.
Yeah.
And for both, I see it both. Like because I'm former offensive lineman, I watch linemen. And I'm like, ooh, we got away with one there. Like I'll watch them. Ooh, we got away with one there. You know, like. Or at other times, but again, ref's not going to see all 5 guys. It's hard. It's not an easy job being a ref.
No.
But if the play is going this way, your eyes should go that way. You know what I'm saying? Like you should follow where the play is going, so that way you can make a good call instead of going, well, the backside tackle's holding.
Yeah, let's throw this whole game off.
Yeah, those guys are all assigned parts of the field.
Yeah.
So once they kind of get tunnel vision in that part of the field, and they'll see something that like, oh, he grabbed him over here on the left. It goes 40 yards on the right, and he throws the flag and bring it all back.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. He wasn't going to stop the play anyway.
Well, it was after Mahomes complained, he didn't get any more flags. Like his receivers getting raped, nothing. And you're like, guys, kind of showing your hand here. Like he complained about like, how don't you call that? And a couple, like, you know what I mean? Like you see guys getting dragged down on defense and not throwing a flag.
Right.
Like you're going,
hey,
come on now. Like, come on. You guys can't control the outcome of the game. You know what I mean? Like do your job. Like call the game. Call the game down the middle, but you can't control the outcome of the fucking game. And they do that a lot, especially with a lot of the pass interference or no pass interference, and they call pass interference. You're like,
the phantom calls are worse.
Well, when they come together, like you figure one of the guys like, bro, he didn't get it, dude. We're good. You know what I mean? Like you figure they would come together and go, that wasn't really that was a little pitter-pat, little bullshit.
Yeah.
Or, he hacked him. But you'll get nothing. And it's like,
nah.
And like, I thought they got, I was, because what I heard is the coaches sent in every week plays that didn't get called.
Right.
Oh, yeah, they send it in too.
And I thought like the refs were supposed to be like taking the task, like, hey, why did you throw this flag?
No, they just let them know.
Yeah. Hey, you should have threw that flag.
Way, next time, okay?
Plus, the refs get graded every week to see if they even want to make the playoffs. To ref the game.
Yeah.
So they really taking that into consideration also.
Yeah.
Then you hear the people crying, we didn't come to see referees. We came to see the players play.
Yeah.
Players play.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be about the referees or umpires in baseball and other shit like that. It's like, all right, we're not here for you. We want to see the game.
Again, if someone's doing something illegal, throw a flag.
Yeah.
Right.
But
especially if it's blatant.
Especially,
if it's egregious, though.
Well, then you get like they should replay the replay. Replay the flags. If you're calling a hold and a coach wants to challenge it, or you know what I mean?
Well, only within the last 2 minutes and a half.
Yeah, because
they don't
slow
challenge
the game down.
No, I thought they were allowed to do that with only certain calls.
Only certain calls.
Yeah.
Throw the flag.
For pass interference and shit like that.
Yeah. Because there's like some of them you're like, come on, dude. Like, really?
Yeah.
Really?
It's just fucking. I just thought it was awful. But we were talking right before we went on there, like people that are into conspiracies on the NFL, especially because they think it's scripted. It's like, oh,
There was a lot of I saw
Tyreek Hill leaves for Kansas City, goes to Miami. Kansas City versus Miami. Mike McCarthy leaves Green Bay, goes to coach in Dallas. Green Bay, Dallas. Texans trade Deshaun Watson to the Browns. Texans versus Browns. Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff get traded. Boom. Switch teams. They play each other.
Yeah. That's a lot of coincidence.
That's a lot of coincidence.
That's a lot of coincidence.
That's a lot. Just
a
one
lot of coincidence
in one postseason.
Yeah.
And then, although, like I was saying, I think you were saying before as well, Lions kind of happy for him.
Yeah. Look, they're in my division, but
what's that first win since '91?
Yeah.
And only their second since '57.
Yeah.
They had a guy that was there. He's been a ticket season holder for 66 years. He was at their last win in 1957,
Wow.
which is fucking amazing.
Yeah. I think they had Barry Sanders.
Standing there, yeah.
They had Barry Sanders. You know what I mean? They had Barry Sanders. They had Herman Moore. They had Lomas Brown. They had a pretty good football team for there for a while.
But they just kept losing in the playoffs every year.
Yeah.
The quarterback just kept coming up short for them.
Yeah. Well, they had Joey Harrington. And Scott Mitchell wasn't terrible. He was serviceable. He wasn't terrible.
Remember when they got Andre Ware? He was supposed to be that run and shoot offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Houston and Andre Ware just stunk up the joint.
Yeah. There's a lot of those guys. There's been a lot of. My favorite one was Jamarcus Russell. That was my favorite one. I went. This kid has bust written all over him. He scored like a 3 on the one that like you know what I mean? Like, and the one, oh, we shouldn't put that, but a 3. You know what I mean? Like, he's a quarterback. Like, you got to be kind of smart. Like, you know what I mean? You got to know what everyone's doing on the field. Like, usually most quarterbacks, both of them score like high on that test because they're usually very intelligent dudes because they got to know you're going here, you're going here. They're able to like decipher shit pretty quickly. But he scored a 3.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, that's not good. And then you're watching this film, you're like, he's all right. I mean,
he had the physical.
He had the tools.
He was
huge. Traits.
Well, think about this though. Imagine if you were him, like I don't know, like 6'3", 250, whatever. I'm not sure exactly what he was, but you've probably been that big since high school.
Yeah.
You've been dominating for the last 10 years of your life. Now you're with other people that are at least as good as you, minimum.
Well, now here's what I'm worried about. Now they can pay these college players.
Yeah. No, they are.
No, that's what I say. Now they can pay them.
Yeah.
Illegally pay them. You know, not like they used to.
Right.
Hey, there's a summer job.
It's a bag full of money in the bag.
But
here, do my laundry. All money in there.
how many of these kids are going to fizzle out first year in the NFL now because they've been getting money for a couple of years now? You know what I mean? You see that all the time. These kids, they're
well, that's like the unspoken rumor about Saban leaving. He's like, yeah, he's not dealing with it anymore.
Well,
all the NIL money is like he can't control what they're doing as students.
Not just that, not just NIL money. It's a different type of guy growing up in a household.
Right, that too.
Where everything is you're supposed to. It's all equal.
Yeah.
You know, you go to school now and they have gym class. Some schools have jump rope with no rope.
Yeah.
So the kids who aren't coordinated can just stand around. They're literally jumping around with no rope, so the other kids who's not coordinated.
I said let him fall. Give him a rope. See what happens.
One of the feel bad now.
Yeah.
Those kids go up entitled, right? Super entitlement and everything.
Here?
Speaking of entitled, here's Shay.
Hey, how we doing?
Hey.
I'm entitled as they come.
So those guys are entitled now. They get to college, right? They don't want to. They don't want to put in the work.
No.
They don't want to put in the work because they were told ever since they were.
You're special.
Yeah.
You're special.
You're special.
And the ones that are actually a little special, they felt 10 times more special.
Yeah, here's money. Here's a bunch of money.
And now here's money on top of being special.
Well, you still get the dogs. You still get the guys that like just love the game. They just want to take your head off your shoulders. You know what I mean? Like you still get those guys.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, dog, Travis Hunter, man, played 130 something snaps because he's on offense and defense for Colorado. That's a dog.
Yeah.
You want guys.
Oh, that kid plays corner and wide receiver. Yeah. Kid's talented in both of them.
Play every down.
He could probably start at both for an NFL team. He could start at both of them. The kid's ridiculous.
He's Troy Brown.
The kid's like ridiculous. But then you wonder, shit, what if he just concentrated on one? How good would he be at that one? You know,
well, he goes to the next level. It's only going to be one.
Well, he'll probably they might make him a corner and do like they did with Deion Sanders. Hey, you can play wide receiver for a couple of downs.
Plays.
Yeah, we got a couple packages for you. We're not going to say no, but
I know because they offered me the same thing, but
just for chess though.
But I turned them down because I got entitlement.
Yeah, like I wanted to play chess and checkers.
Yeah, at the same time.
He plays 3-dimensional checkers.
Well, that's like,
how hard he.
That was like all the like guys like Bo Jackson who played 2 sports. Deion Sanders who played 2 sports, and a lot of colleges wouldn't take them.
Right.
Didn't want them because they played 2 sports, and they're like, well, I'm gonna go somewhere else then.
Yeah.
And then Auburn's like, you're the most ridiculous football player I've ever seen. We'll let you play baseball too.
Yeah. It makes you feel good. Go ahead. Well, think about Deion. He was playing baseball, football, and track in high school and college.
Did all 3.
Really, 4-2-1 or something like that.
Yeah, which is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I forgot how I knew he was good and ridiculous, but I was watching something on him a couple weeks ago. I forgot he had some ridiculous highlights for the Yankees. Deion Sanders.
But where is he now?
He's coaching, getting high ratings as a college coach.
He came out strong and then he fizzled after a while.
Hey, listen, they weren't expecting to get 2 wins, and he got 3.
That's what I mean. They came out strong and then they fizzled.
What's his name? It's Bud Light. With what's his name? Who's the friggin' Manning?
Oh, Peyton Manning, yeah, the new
Manning
Peyton.
doing the
Cooper?
Bud Light commercial. They're doing the tranny fluid.
I know I saw Emmitt Smith though.
Yeah, Emmitt Smith and Peyton Manning in that commercial. Yeah.
So when you think about guys, the two-way player, because I coach now. I coach little kids in baseball. So now they don't want to play in two sports. They want you playing
Yes.
baseball.
Yeah, because they want you to play travel.
Around,
Yeah.
travel baseball,
Which
American League.
You're going to burn out kids like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Right. And same thing for football. They want you to be football all year round.
You're going to play the spring game? Go.
Well, they want you to play football, and then they want you to lift all off season, which I'm not letting a little kid lift.
No.
Like, as someone who lifts weights, like, I would not let my son lift when he's
Right.
little. You can do push-ups, you can do sit-ups.
Calisthenics. That's
Body
good.
weight
That's all you
squats,
need.
push-ups, sit-ups, body weight squats. That's all you need when you're a little kid.
Yeah.
You're not gonna. You don't have testosterone yet. You're not gonna get bigger. You know, when you hit like freshman year.
Unless you're that little
Wait,
Russian
is
kid.
that why I'm not getting bigger now?
Yes.
Okay.
Relax.
Just figured I'd-
What if you're that little Russian kid?
That little Russian kid's like
Wait.
fucking fat right now.
Yeah.
Does this explain the ED problems I
Yes,
have?
yes,
Okay,
and your
okay.
erectile dysfunction.
I mean, listen, I'm entitled to a direction, right? I'm just not getting it.
But
Stop at the gas station.
you would see like
Tiger
parents, I
pills.
would watch because I coach football and I coach wrestling, and you would see parents and I'm like, yeah, dude, like you shouldn't have them lifting yet, man. Like I don't let my son lift.
He's a little too young for that.
And then when I let my son start lifting in 6th grade, but we had a rule, 12 and over. Like it had to be 12 reps and over.
Yeah.
If you couldn't get 12, you can't do it.
Right.
It's not because we're men. I want to see if I can lift that. I want to see and especially when you're a teenager, I want to see if I can lift that. No. If you can't get 12, we're not doing it. We're not maxing out. We're not doing any
Yeah,
shit
we're
like
not
that.
here to kill you.
12 reps. If you can't get 12, that's it. And it worked. He was fucking one of the strongest kids on the team. You know what I mean? Like he was one of the smaller kids and one of the strongest kids on the team. So it's like his freshman year, my nephew was the strongest kid on the team. My nephew's right now 6'5", 300 pounds. But at the time he was probably 6'1" and probably 240. And my son was second at 5'8", 150 pounds. So it's like
When you see these parents now, like at these games too, they want to beat up the referee,
Yeah.
or they want to chase the it's incredible how this is supposed to be a fun time for the kids.
yeah, it is.
It's turned into like a business.
Yeah,
Wait till they get NIL for your kid on Pop One.
it's coming.
That's not far off.
It's
Yeah.
probably coming. Because I'm not like, you get when they were in because I coached my son from flag football to we went to high school, and the first year you were in pads. We hey, okay, you're pretty good at this. We're gonna put you here. We move. We let they're still learning.
Top
They're
line,
7
yeah.
years old. I don't care if we go on the field. They're 7.
Yeah.
Let's get them fundamentals. We were
Which is
actually
what you're supposed to do.
we were actually pretty good. Like our kids were pretty good. Like we coached them right. I took the linemen, but everybody thinks their kid should be the quarterback. Everybody thinks their kid should be the
Right.
running back. Everybody.
Right.
So I'm like, throw my kid in defensive line. I don't give a shit. Like
Yeah.
let him play everywhere. Like I kept telling parents, you should want your kid to play everywhere. I had a dad come up to me, and now my son played fullback. Maybe got 1 or 2 carries a game. He blocked. He was going that way, and he was going to open a hole. Like that was his job. He knew
Like a
his job,
fullback.
and he loved it. He enjoyed doing that.
Right.
And I had a father come up to me one day. He's like, I think my son should be playing fullback. And I went, okay. I go, your son doesn't know where the holes are, and he runs away from contact. And I walked away from him. And he's like, just like,
Yeah. What?
there's the truth. That's why
Yeah,
your son
see-
isn't
see,
playing there.
But Anthony's not very. Anthony's very. My son should play quarterback. Yeah, well, your son stares at the other boys' penises. So I'm gonna walk away now.
And I know because I'm with them.
This is why I was never a head coach. This is why they offer me head coaching jobs. I'm like, no, I want no part of this.
No.
I enjoy working with the kids. I go, the kids are assholes because they're kids.
Right.
I can deal with that. But the parents are assholes because they're fucking assholes, and I can't deal with that.
Right.
And they'll call your house in the middle of the
Yeah.
night. Why is my son not starting? Why is my son?
And then you have to be honest.
Don't ask me because I'm
Right,
going to be
right.
honest.
But
I'm
that's
gonna
the thing. Like a lot of these head coaches, they try to dance around it.
That's what. So the first head coach I played with, he very religious guy, went to church every Sunday. Very like God and he's trying to be very nice to every. You know what I mean? Like, listen, we had every kid run the ball. Every kid touched the ball at least once.
All right.
Okay. Name another team that does that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, we're like, look, we just want everybody to be part of the game. Just, hey,
have fun.
Here's
learn,
the ball.
Learn the game. Have fun.
Here's the ball. Everybody, we had freaking fat kids playing wide receiver. You know what I mean? Like, hey, go play wide receiver.
So you got to play wide receiver.
Yeah. I never got to play wide receiver, Dave. Never. But you know what I mean? Like, that's how we did it because it's fun at that age. When they get a little older, it gets competitive. Okay, now we gotta.
All right, slow down, fatty.
You never got to play wide receiver?
No.
Well, not in
I was a
football.
fat kid.
Not in football.
Whose fault is that?
My Chef Boyardee.
Meat flavored ravioli.
It's delicious.
Yes, I like 2 cans of lasagna.
Lasagna in a can.
But the one thing I just with the kids, coaching them and everything, you're trying to help one kid out. If you help out one kid way too much, another parent, why aren't you helping my kid?
Oh, yeah.
But honestly, your kid sucks.
Yeah,
That's
He
what it
doesn't,
is.
and he doesn't want. He doesn't show me he wants to learn.
Right.
Like, if you show me you want to learn, I'll show you everything.
Yeah.
But like perfect example. Like, I coach wrestling, and
Like, it's probably easy to teach your son because you're like, even when he fucks up, like, dude, what you do?
Well, perfect example. I coach wrestling. So their 6th grade year, I had 2 kids. Now we separated teams. So my son played up for like 2 years. He played up on another team. So he played like he was, say, 10. He played with the 11-year-olds. You know what I mean? It was like one of those.
Male or female?
It was before you could do that. Dave.
Okay, I don't know. Just
So,
checking.
So we're taking like team pictures, and we're taking team pictures of wrestling, and these 2 kids walk down. They go, "Oh, how old are you?" They're both like 10. I go, "Why are you not on my football team?" And they go, "I don't know." I go, "Where's your parents?" Right? So I told their parents, "Get these kids on my football team."
Yeah.
I get them on a wrestling team. So I had them. I taught their parents to play football and wrestling. You know what I mean? One kid wanted to learn. The other kid wanted to stare at the wall and do cartwheels.
Right.
And then the one kid, I would show. Look. If you want to stand here, I'll show you the move too. But I'm going to show him the move because he listens and he pays attention. He wants to learn. So of course I'm going to show
You
him.
want to learn as well? Stay here.
Stand here. I will teach you the move 100 times over.
Right.
He didn't want to. He wanted to go fool around in the corner. And so the kid won a championship.
And at that age, you get that.
Yeah. But it's like, all right, well, I'm same thing at work. If you show me you want to learn, I train new apprentices and I train them well. If you show me you're just a shitbag, I'm just not going to bother with you. Like, I do the same thing at work.
Meet me at the manhole, 6 p.m.
If you show me you're a shitbag, you're just a pair of hands. Like, all right, go pull. Go away. I'm not going to teach you anything.
So wait. The best is now. So he's not so familiar. He would coach, and a lot of times he would do the fundraisers for the teams.
Oh yeah.
And then he does a very filthy act. So then the parents have to not look at him the next day at practice.
I coach 5 and 6-year-olds in wrestling.
Oh, so then you hit them with the dirty act.
Yeah.
They're looking like.
I'm leaving my 6-year-old with this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Why does my kid like being at practice with him? You were just talking about this.
Well, my wife used to call it the walkabout because I'd be coaching kids, but I can't curse in front of the kids.
Yeah.
So I'd walk away. So I'd be walking down the sideline by myself cursing because I can't curse by the kids in front of the kids. She's like, "Oh, he's on a walkabout. He's on a walkabout."
Can't do it.
He's on a fucking walkabout.
Yeah.
Not funny to the children.
Yeah. When they got to 8th grade, then you can start cursing.
And I literally didn't do that when I first started coaching. I cursed.
Yeah.
And the parents had a meeting and asked me in the parking lot, "Could you kind of tone down your cursing in front of the children?" I'm like,
I didn't fucking curse at them.
and I
Tell
thought
your kids stop
about
being
it, but
pussies.
my little league coach, was like, if you fucking swing at another ball in the dirt solid, I'm gonna have your fucking ass on the bench.
And he's flicking his cigarette as he's
Right.
doing
Yeah.
it.
And it's Mike Zabel. So you know what I'm saying? I'm already traumatized when my dad took me to see The Godfather when I was like 6. So the scene when they busting everything, Michael Preachy, you now singing. I'm like, so I'm already scared of Italians. And the fucking coach is looking at me like, you better not swing. I never swung at another ball in the dirt.
Or when I was in the right area. I just stopped swinging the ball.
Right.
It's outside the box, or it's in the box. I just did not swing.
I'm not getting yelled at again.
I just saw Michael and him kicking in the door. He swung at the pitch.
Waking up with a horse's head.
Thanks,
Kids
Dad.
probably
Thank you,
pony-
Dad.
Pony's head in my bed.
Thank you, Father.
But also, I actually enjoyed the coaches that yelled at you though.
Yeah.
Like same as the teachers that were like tough on you. I respected those teachers more because I was a troublemaker as a kid.
Yeah.
The ones that would put me in my place, I respected. I'm like,
Okay.
all right, I fucked up. You got me. I fucked up. You got me.
And what-
That's you have to own. That's the thing.
Yeah.
They don't do it anymore. Teachers don't do it anymore.
No.
They baby them.
I coach in the urban area, so a lot of the kids,
Old Bridge.
family or East Orange,
Homedale.
Orange, urban. A lot of the kids, family members are gang affiliated.
Yeah.
So you're yelling at one of the kids, and, my uncle come over here and the Bloods and he's throwing them gang signs. He said, I don't care. You can do all that from the bench. And then when he didn't
You have
play-
plenty of time to practice your gang signs
on the
and
bench.
throw in steel third.
Yeah. So after you get the hint that you don't threaten the coach,
Yeah.
because I kind of control your playing time.
Yeah.
Now, I want to base it on how hard you practice will get you on the field. But if you're threatening me that you're gonna get your own coach and shoot me because you mad I yelled at you,
Because you missed the ground ball.
right?
Yeah.
You sit over here.
You fucked up. It's my fault.
And
now.
you're always late for practice. Then you
Yeah.
skip a day, you don't come, and then you say, "How come I'm not playing?"
Those are the best. Those are my favorite. Those are my favorite. Like their kid would miss 3 days of practice and like, why is my son not starting? He doesn't come. He doesn't know any of the plays.
Yeah.
I had one parent say to me, like, I'm not exaggerating. Their kid couldn't remember the plays playing offensive line or defensive line. Couldn't remember the calls.
Oh, that's not good.
Why is my son not playing quarterback?
Well, listen, say, hey, ask him this and just name a play.
Yeah.
And ask him what that means. The second he doesn't know what it is, that's why he's not playing.
Like, and I'm looking at her going, your son, he has a good arm. Okay. It's a lot more than having a good arm. But you need to play quarterback. I mean, you got to like know what everyone's going to
Well,
do.
you know why those parents come up to you because nobody, they treat the kids that the parents. I'm talking about the parents.
Oh, yeah.
When you're the parent of a starter, you get treated different. Your kid get invited to the pool party. As you have some candy, and hey, your son might go far, and they stand.
That's right. I bring extra candy for the good players.
Right, and then I'm yelling at my son like, "Stop getting the towel for the goddamn starters. Getting it. Why aren't you starting?" I'm yelling at my own child like, "Come on, if they don't invite us over for the pool party, what do you think? Start." I'm not even in the circle jerk with the parents of the starters. Yeah.
Next thing you're fucking like in back to school, you're Rodney Dangerfield's kid hanging on to the jock straps at the end of the swim meet.
It's bad. You want to see your kids. So I get parents. You think your kid's supposed to have all these things. You want to make sure that you have opportunities, especially way colleges now.
Yeah,
your kid needs a scholarship, and not we're broke. Me and my wife are broke now because we put 2 kids through college.
Yeah,
and they had academic scholarships.
Oh, yeah, it don't matter.
It didn't cover everything.
No, because once you got tuition, you still got books, you got transportation. They don't want to eat.
Yeah,
want to stay in the dorm.
God forbid they have to eat sometime.
Yeah, it's a racket. It's a fucking racket. Just to brainwash your kids and fucking telling your parent everything your parents touch is wrong.
Yeah,
and you should feel like fucking you have a vagina, sir.
Right.
Like that's what you're teaching my kids. Like that's what you're teaching my like.
Well, I remember Silence of the Lambs was big when I was in college, so I tried to make believe I had a vagina sometimes.
I'm paying you a lot of money to tell so you can teach.
And I did that for free.
Like I get to argue with my brother about this shit all the time because he's fucking a queef. And like I go, why do you have to take a gender study class? Why do you have to take a sociology class? Why do you have to take these classes that mean nothing? They mean nothing for the world. They mean nothing. None of them are real. It's all based on opinion. Yeah. It's all based on opinion. Yeah. It's all based on someone's opinion. He goes, they don't fucking got to take that. And his son sitting right across me goes, I had to take a gender study class and a sociology class. And he goes, I had to take an ethnic studies class. So he goes, So he goes, I took a black woman class. It was like a black woman class. I got 2 down, 1 stone, baby.
Yeah,
he goes,
I did that.
He goes, I was the only guy in the class. And he goes, I was like one of 3 white people in the class. They were all like, what the fuck are you doing here? He's like, I don't care. I'm here.
Listen, they put out 1 stone, baby. I not only did I find out which teachers were going to be the easiest to take, but because you want to make sure your fucking pass as easy as possible. It's like, oh, this one's going to be easy. When to skate through, like my one African studies class, Dr. Malumba, good teacher. I was told if you bought him a large bottle of Bailey's, you'll get a B. You goddamn right, I'm taking his class for $35. I'm getting a B. You're gonna make me take this class. I'm gonna cheat my way as best as I can to get ready.
B for Bailey's.
Yeah,
but you get it was like the large one you had to get.
My high school English teacher, she had the little flask in her drawer, and my sister's 2 years older than me, so we're there at the same. She's a senior, I'm a sophomore, but I caught her as my English teacher, And she said, I really like your sister, and she was a great student. So all you have to do is just be quiet in class and turn your homework inside. I guarantee you an A. And then she goes to the drawer, takes a sip, and put it back. The whole school knew. There's no way you're telling me the principal didn't know I had an alcoholic goddamn English teacher. And she passes.
Yeah.
This is the reason why I can't read her right now. I'm kidding.
Well, my senior year, fucking the first thing the teacher said, English class, I don't fail seniors. I went, clink.
That's it.
Just done. All right, cool. I'm going to sleep.
As long as you don't cause trouble.
Yeah. We all failed the fourth marker period. He failed us all, every single one of us, because none of us did anything.
Yeah.
But we all passed for the year.
Right.
So you know what I mean?
He
Like,
did just to teach you a lesson.
just to, like,
You still got out of school. That's the idea.
Yeah.
You know?
like he's like, I don't fail seniors. So I'm like, yeah, that's all I need here.
Yeah.
Like,
One less thing to worry about.
yeah. Still.
No, but the college thing, see, like you said, it's based on opinion. Because I also had other professors that I had to just walk out. Like one that I totally dropped the class. Another one hated my guts the whole time, but I did good in his class. Not as good as I should have,
Right.
but you know, he was the dudes from Latvia wore wooden shoes to class. Literally wore wooden shoes.
Awesome.
Yeah. Told me I pronounced my name wrong. I'm like, well, my family's been in this country for over 100 years. We don't use the European fucking accents on this, so nobody gives a damn.
What is your name?
Hajnowski.
What did he say? it was?
Hajnowski. I'm like, yeah, nobody's from Poland in my family.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. It's like, mind your business. This is my name. I know how to pronounce my name. When this is your name, you tell me how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
Until then, leave me the fuck alone. But like, I got through final exam. I had people that cheated off me that got a higher grade than me somehow. I had a girl that cheated off me and didn't turn in the written part, got a higher grade than me somehow. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
I had a buddy of mine who was a couple of years ahead of me in high school, and he could not pass algebra. Not because he couldn't do it, it was because with the algebra teacher, and the algebra teacher and my buddy's father went to school together. And
All right.
My buddy's father kicked his ass like 6 times. So it was like one of those things where, oh, now I get my revenge all these years later.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit if your kid's the fucking Einstein.
That's the cup that was picked on
class.
as a kid. Now he's just
Yeah.
picking on everybody, especially if he knows your fucking uncle that beat him up.
So when you look back when I was in high school, I had a guy in my class, and he's kept back twice. And then he let me see his report card when we were graduating. He had 16 Fs.
Jesus Christ.
16 Fs for the whole school year. And they're passing them through now. It's like 19 or 20. And at first, I laughed at him. But about maybe 5 or 6 years after I graduated, I thought about how sad that really was.
Yeah.
That he just pushed them through, that nobody really gave a shit.
Well, that's the problem right now with the No Child Left Behind. Like, they're just pushing people through, and that's fucking sad. Now, granted, you shouldn't be 21 and still in high school.
That's the thing. What do you do? So you have
At that point, maybe it makes sense,
So
but-
maybe they should have caught on to this in like the 4th or 5th grade, that he just had a straight F's all the way through,
Right.
and got him some sort of help as far as, my son he had an IEP his whole entire school career, his entire career. He had classrooms that were 2 people, him and one other kid. That's it.
Wow.
That's he took a couple of tests in the 7th grade that said he was borderline retarded. He has Asperger's.
He is your
He's
son.
on the spectrum. He is my kid. So, but he's a good kid. He's not. He just can't. Like, if you show him what to do, he can do it.
Right.
If you ask him to read instructions, he gets confused. There's a disconnect somewhere up in there. And
He's a hands-on learner.
He's a hands-on learner.
Yeah.
I mean, he just let
OJ kind of guy.
he's he just got his CDL license, so he's able to study. He can do better, but he's just not. He's a great kid.
Well, think about it though.
But
Back
we
when we
picked up
were
on
in
this
school,
back
they
in-
would focus on it, like, oh, you're better at these things. Maybe we should try and focus on these things for school.
Well, no, all they teach is to pass the test. They don't
Yeah.
teach you anymore.
No, they don't
teach you
teach
to
you to
pass the
teach.
test.
Right.
So we picked up on this way early, and he was in classrooms, and he had studies IEPs, and he had to talk to people and doctors and all this other stuff. But,
Yeah.
But I guess this other kid, he fell. Some people will always fall through the cracks for one reason or another. Some will fall.
It's
through.
funny you mention that because my wife's a special ed teacher in North. She teaches at Eastside High School in North. And we talk about it all the time. It's just not, she'll get the occasional kid that don't even belong. It's become a numbers game, a money game.
Yep.
The more kids you have in special ed,
Yeah.
The more money the school gets in funding.
so, it's funny, my son graduated from University High in North, and then he graduated from St. Peter's University, Bachelor of Science, and he works at Johnson & Johnson now. But before he got
Not make a vaccine.
right now. He's studying all the viruses, and I'm like, don't bring any of that stuff that's going to turn us into zombies. But the funny thing is, when he was in elementary, they told us, oh, your son needs to be in special ed. So as a parent, you do have to be on top of it like you were, but we was like, special ed? He's causing behavioral problems, and he's doing something. So one day he did something.
He's a rambunctious kid.
Right.
Yeah.
He did something in class. They put him out. My wife went to go pick him up, and she just lit him up in the parking lot. He couldn't believe his mother was just beating him. Like, you gonna act right in class? He's like, why you hit me? And people would be like, that's child abuse. And another pop out of my son after that ass whooping. He graduated with a Bachelor of Science from St. Peter's University.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's got his master's at NJIT. But if we just would have just listened to the people, he just would have been in special ed classes and underachieving this whole time. You know?
Some kids just need a kick in the ass.
Oh, she calls parents up. They can't stand my wife. She'll call parents up. Your son don't belong in here. You need to tell him you want to test out. So he knows you can take tests and test out of that stuff. And she has to be an advocate for people that's not even a child.
Right.
Because it's usually a grandparent that's watching.
Mm.
You know, no father, mother's messed up on some drugs or something. And it's just incredible. You have to stay on top of everything. But they ain't prepared me for that when I was in school. You know, when I was in school, it was like, man, just do your work, come in, go, you know.
Well, people like to shit on the South, but they get it right. Like, they get it right. They teach them, like, okay, like, all right, you kids want to go to college? Okay, you take these classes.
Yeah.
Or you don't want to go to college? Okay, you guys take these classes.
Right.
Like, more like, you know, life
So
skills.
folks are what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Like, how don't they teach kids about, like, mortgages? You know what I mean?
You would
Like,
think they would teach that in their economics class.
Yeah.
They try to teach economics, but
you would
they
think they
really
would teach
don't.
about, like, mortgages and, like, lending and, like,
Right.
Here's how you write your check out.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's balance your check. No, they do that, but that's like as far as they go.
That's as far as I went. How to
Yeah.
writ a check out.
Let's
I got
teach.
that.
Right,
Your name
what
goes
was that?
here, your name, you sign down here.
Let's teach taxes, a little bit about taxes, just the basics. Because, I mean, right now, I had math, so when parallelogram season rolls around, I know exactly what I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
what
it
the
makes
fuck
no
do I need
fucking
that
sense.
for? What do I need geometry for?
No.
Geometry should be an elective.
So that way,
Right.
when you shoot
Absolutely.
pool at the pool hall,
Yeah.
because you're going to be a troublemaker,
Yeah.
you're going to know what to do with
You're a
geometry.
hustler.
With your Winston in your fucking sleeve.
Yeah.
Right.
With your pack of Winstons, Barney.
Yeah.
Because if you like me, when I joined the military, that's the first time I ever had a check.
Yeah.
I joined the Marine Corps at 23. That's the first time I ever, and they gave us a class because they said, we literally have some of you dummies saying, what do you mean I have no money in the bank? I still have checks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they literally, really,
They bristle. What? Did you just say that out loud? I had a checkbook. See, I learned early because I had a job when I was 12, and I needed, so I got
Child labor.
it was child labor. So I was making Nikes. Anyway, no. And no, I got a bank account at 12, a checking account when I was 12. My mom signed for the other half of it because I couldn't get one legally,
right.
but I had a check cashing card and a bank account.
I literally didn't write my first check till I was in the Marine Corps. I didn't know how to fill it out. We never
I had the
knew
savings,
what-
not the checking, though. I agree with you on that. I didn't have my checking until.
Did I have a check in the
Okay.
Navy? I don't remember.
To
I
the-
definitely had a savings account.
No, you had
It was
Navy
Navy
Federal
Federal.
Credit.
Yeah,
You
Navy
had
Federal.
a checking.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
They made
They
you.
made you have something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I definitely had Navy Federal.
Yeah.
And didn't save any money until the GI Bill, but they were forcibly taking that money out.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
GI Bill.
Then you
That's the
get
first
it,
time I
yeah,
ever
so-
saved money also.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you didn't get it. That was fun.
Credit too, you should teach the proper way to pay your credit off on time. You should pay 5 days before your due date.
Yeah.
So it'll show up on the credit report. A lot of people don't know that. You know, it's I'm
It's those little things.
right. I'm 56 and still learning.
Well, they don't want you to know. They want you to be.
No,
they want
it's
you
just
to be in
it's much
debt.
easier to
It's a
keep you
scam.
as a
Yeah.
dummy.
It's easier to hold you down when you know.
Yes.
Wait, I gotta do what?
Yeah, because I need to learn all this other nonsense. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
And then they seek the predatory loan. People
Yeah.
want come get a day loan. We'll
Yeah.
give you the loan by tomorrow.
But it's okay.
$800.
It's based in South Dakota where the usury rate is 40%.
Right.
So
borrow this $1,000 and you have to pay back $3,000. You're like, huh?
I
Yeah,
know
they're
you
good for
don't.
that.
I know you don't have money, but we're gonna give you a whole bunch of money. That was the whole housing thing. Like, hey, oh, you make $40,000 a year. Sweet. Here's a loan for $600,000. Like, how do you expect these people to fucking pay that? And at the same time, how are you going? We could probably afford
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like,
That's
like,
what-
like,
Well,
just about
put it this
to
way:
answer
if
that.
somebody tells you that it's all right, we'll figure this out for you,
Yeah.
and you're not savvy, and really, I can figure this out. I can see myself living here.
yeah,
I've always wanted this. Yeah. Could you really afford it? Most people don't think that far ahead. It's like,
Yeah.
the guy said it should be fine.
No, it's not even that.
You think this guy's not looking out for me?
The
Come on.
2008 meltdown was blamed on predatory lending, and there was predatory lending going on.
But
There's
that
no
wasn't
doubt about
that was only part of it.
It was a small part of it. At the same time, you have to be able to take accountability. If you, in your head, can't say, I make $36,000 a year, I want a $450,000 house, that could work. If you can't even put that in your head right away,
No, but it's over 30 years.
you should never homeowner. You should never be a homeowner.
But it's over
You shouldn't be allowed
30
to be a
years.
homeowner. You shouldn't be allowed to fill out the application unless you can put those two numbers together. And then someone filled out that application. You filled out the
But you
application.
can
And
refinance
they
it.
ran all the numbers
That's
for
what they
you
got
and
everybody.
showed it
Yeah.
to you.
They
Don't worry, no. It was
3-1
the adjustable
arm,
rate
the
mortgages.
3-1 arm. They got. They
Yep.
yeah, that's how they got a lot of people.
3-1 on board.
Yeah.
$600,000 loan, but you're only gonna pay $800 a month.
They had,
And then when they balloons, we just gonna refinance it again.
Yes.
You go
Yeah.
back
I was actually told that, and I went, yeah, you know what?
what if
I'm
rates
not gonna
aren't
do that.
there?
Yeah, I
What
would
if
have.
rates aren't there?
No, rates are gonna be
You
fine.
got the
9/11.
VA loan. Don't worry about that. Exactly
Yeah.
what they said to me. I go, yeah, you know what? I'm not comfortable with. I'd rather just stick to one plan and just
Yeah.
stay with that. I'll pay a little more, but that's
Right.
Oh no, man! I'm telling you. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I don't want to do that.
Because they were making money in the back end.
Yeah,
you
I mean, I don't
knew-
want to do that.
If you knew that you were buying a house as an investment you're buying a 2-bedroom house, you know you're starting to have kids, you're gonna have more kids in the next 3, you take a 5-year arm to keep your rate low.
Right.
If you know, you're still rolling the dice, that in 5 years that house, you're gonna sell it, it's gonna be worth more in 5 years. But let's say-
Theoretically.
Yeah, it should be, in 5 years, it should be. In 5 years, if you got a 5% interest rate, in 5 years, they could be up to 7. But now you all of a sudden have all this equity, you could sell the house, put it on the next one. You're gonna get a 7 that you can then refinance, but I would never do less than 5 on an arm. Arms aren't terrible, they're just, you gotta know.
You have to know,
You
yeah.
have to know, you have to get out, you have to
And
know
why
you're
you're
getting
doing it,
out.
how long you're gonna do it.
You have to
That
know.
was the whole thing. They kept saying, no, dude,
Don't worry, just refinance it again.
We'll just keep doing it. I went, yeah, you know what? I don't want
I
to
knew
do
people that were
Yeah.
refinancing like
But
every
how
6
many
months.
people went,
Yeah.
oh, you know what?
Yeah,
That's
$800
a pretty.
for
That's a yeah. Maybe that's a good idea. Yeah, we'll just keep doing it. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people did that though. You know what I mean? Like so, I see it from both sides.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like how is a bank? You're looking at like if I went for a business loan for this bank and said, well, you know, here's my I have $77 in the bank, but I need a $20,000 loan for to start a business. They'd go, get the fuck out of my office.
Right.
Like, what the fuck are you doing here? But you can let me do it with a house?
Right, well,
Like,
you know, because
you're
they
gonna let me do it with
appreciate the house
200,000?
appreciates.
The
That's
house
why.
appreciates.
That's the reason.
The house
behind it.
itself is collateral, more than likely a business is not.
Yeah.
Because you already have income, the business doesn't.
Yeah.
If you say, I'm gonna pay you back, you're gonna give me $100,000, I'm gonna start a business, and then I'm gonna pay you back with the profits of the business. They're gonna say, well, when do you think you're gonna be profitable? Maybe you won't for 2 years.
Right.
And then you're fucked. Whereas now, to even get this loan, you already have an income coming in.
Yeah.
And that's your personal income. That's why, but you're right, on a business, they'll be like, no, you have to have a business already, or a lot of time in that.
Yeah.
Field.
If you were in construction for 10 years working for somebody else, and you could prove that, and you made money, and then you want to go out on your own, yeah, you'd be more apt to get it, because they're gonna say, oh, well, you already have contracts lined up, you're just gonna need, you need
Right.
capital for signs and business and this and that, a business account. Yeah, you'd probably get somebody to do that for you.
And remember, they were
We'll probably not
offering
give you as much as you want, but yeah.
Yeah, if I said tomorrow I'm gonna start a car company, they'd be like, all right, Musk,
They were
get out of here.
offering. They were offering also on that back end, like, oh, take the loan on the house, and we'll get you $50,000
Yeah.
off the house. You can take $50,000
Yeah.
with you.
Go on vacation,
Not knowing
enjoy
they
it.
also take
And then come back and
$75,000.
set up your house.
Yeah, that was the other
Right.
scam.
That was the other one.
You see what you do? Yeah, I understand the house is a complete bag of shit, but instead of financing 180,000, we're gonna finance 225,000,
Yeah.
and you're gonna get all that money.
Mhm.
Oh, then I can fix it up. And
Yeah, duh.
then you're like, oh shit. okay.
Wait, no, I have to pay all of it back?
Yeah.
Exactly.
We have We have a fix-it loan program with advisors.
203K?
It's a 203K, but it's our own spin on it.
Okay.
So what we do is, it's the same thing, and it's based on ARV. We tell you, okay, your house, you know, somebody wants to buy your house, and if, you know, your house is worth X amount, and it's only for, you know, like if your house is a shithole, I buy your house, it's worth $250, but if I fix it up, it'll be worth $350, they'll give me $350. And then I buy it, and then I use all that money to fix it up.
Yeah.
And then when all is said and done, the bank still has its, oh, okay, now it's done, it's worth $350. We can give you the money to do that. But we also have to make.
Well, I
sure it's
needed the
gonna be worth
203
$350.
when I bought this one because I had to get some stuff done to it to make it up to code. It wasn't.
Now,
It was getting the backboard
Was that
fixed.
FHA 203? Or
Yeah.
conventional? It was FHA?
Yeah.
Because they're a little more lenient with some things, not a lot. If you go regular FHA, you can't even have fucking like cracked paint,
Yeah.
peeling paint, little cracks in windows. All of that shit's got to get fixed.
Wow.
Like crazy, like railings missing here. Like, oh, well, there should be 6 more inches of this railing.
Well, they
6
fixed
more
my
inches?
son's
You gonna
room.
let this go for 6 inches? Now I'm gonna put up a whole new fucking railing for 6 inches?
They wouldn't count my son's room as a room because there wasn't a closet.
There's no closet or. And would
So,
you need to-
but they
to
were
be a
okay?
bedroom,
But it was okay that I put up like the attachable closet that, you know, you just set up shelves and it's just like a
Yeah.
plastic
So
sheet on the
does it
side.
have- Does it have a
That
window?
counts as a, no, it has a window.
Okay, you need a window and a closet to be
Yeah.
considered a bedroom. The only way you might have a problem is down the road trying to sell.
Right.
Technically, it can't be classified as a bedroom without, like, how many bedrooms upstairs? Just 2?
It's 3, but
There's 3. So in other words, you couldn't call it a 3-bedroom if one doesn't have a closet.
right. So that's why, and I had to have that closet put in order to qualify as a 3 bedroom.
That's a 3-bedroom.
So like I said, I spent $80 on that rack that had like a plastic wall on the side.
Yeah.
To make it a closet.
Yeah, is there any place?
Because they said that counts. I'm like, all right, I'm in.
Now, is there any room to put a closet anywhere in there? Is like a
Not
chest
in that
or
room. It's
something
fucking
in the wall?
tiny.
Is it tiny?
Yeah.
So you couldn't make it a closet. In other words, when you say
I probably could if I put a smaller bed in.
yeah, so I'm gonna put a single bed and like a.
Yeah, if I got rid of the queen and put like a
little
twin.
tiny closet.
Yeah.
All right, so if you, because in other words, same thing, a 3-bedroom is always gonna sell more than a 2.
Right.
You know, 35 to 50 grand more than a 3-bedroom, even if it's small.
Right.
But you can't be a bedroom without
Right.
a window and a closet.
Yep.
Those are 2 things.
I learned something.
See?
Yeah.
So could we switch up a little bit? Because I gotta ask something about this comedy
All right. Go
Oh
ahead.
shit, you done talking about comedy? All right, guys, good talk.
Wait,
thing.
But
No,
Sully's been doing it what, a year now?
Yeah, going on. Yeah, this is my 2nd year coming on.
2. All right.
My 2nd year, but
Are you on Netflix yet?
no, I'm far from Netflix. I'm still that C guy that goes to open mics.
Well, that's everyone in the first year.
Everyone in the
Pretty
first
much everyone in the
5, 10
first
years.
year, yeah, 5, 10. There's a lot of people doing it 20 years later, so.
So I'm just noticing that everybody keeps telling me I gotta leave New Jersey. I see there's a lot of funny comedians here in New Jersey, but we don't have the clubs.
Also true.
You know what,
have the
we don't have the
clubs.
clubs, but they also, like, the club doesn't mean anything. Clubs mean nothing now. Clubs are run by people who are, like, I could put a show in a club and then make you bring people or charge you money.
Bring it,
Yeah.
Bringer shows, how long is that shit gonna last? You know what I mean? You'll do one or
That's
two
gonna
at
last
the
forever.
beginning.
That's the problem.
No. How long is it gonna last for you?
Right.
Well,
You know?
I mean,
How many bringers
people
can you
cannot do?
Well, that's what I'm
people
saying.
I'm bring already heard the jokes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're,
Yeah.
you're gonna get 1, 2 shows out of it. Maybe you could stretch it to 3 if you happen to have a lot of friends and family. Otherwise, bringer shows are ridiculous. So that's what New York has a bunch of clubs, but nothing viable, you know? Like, you can't get into the Comedy Cellar because you gotta be a super professional for that.
Right.
And half the shows that are in any of the decent clubs now, what else is out there? That's like The Stand.
That's
they
about
have
it.
good shows that, you know.
Gotham used to be the place.
Yeah, but you know what it takes to get on there?
That's what I mean.
15-person bringer.
Yeah. You can play golf. if you
For your
bring 15
audition.
people.
That's for your audition.
And that's just for audition. And you might not get past. And it's just, don't believe the whole, you gotta go to New York City. Where do you live?
I'm in Orange, New Jersey.
You're in Orange. Okay, so you're not far from the city, but to trek in every day or do whatever, however
I
many
get the
times.
math on it, it costs me an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
It costs you a fortune and you don't need it because what you do there, you'll just be doing here for free. As opposed to over there, you'll be paying for it or bringing people. There's no clubs in New York anymore that mean anything for a new guy. Nothing. They're nothing. You could walk in and get on any spot on any club as long as you bring people or pay or bark. You could stand outside and
Or
bark
a
and
combination
sell
of all
tickets,
of them.
or a combination of the three.
And why aren't the clubs, I'm noticing, not like when I was younger and going to Rascals Comedy Club in West Orange.
Right.
They used to have a cable show on Thursdays. That's how I found
Yeah.
out. Watching TV one day.
Rascals
and
Comedy
then
Hour.
It was the
Paul
greatest
Vernier?
thing, right? And I would go. That's how I learned about Rascals. And then you don't see too much advertising from the clubs anymore, like you used to.
No. No, you definitely don't.
So why? That's what I'm saying. So why do you want me to do a bringer at your club? You're not even advertising a bringer. I'm doing all the advertising.
Yeah.
I'm bringing the people.
But that's the
That's the
problem.
other thing. That's the other thing. When people say, "Oh, you know what?" And I promote every show I'm on. Every single show I'm on, I promote it no matter what. But I also know I'm not a draw. I'm not bringing people in. The club should bring people in. A headliner should bring people in. You know, I will push to bring people in. I'll always tell people I'll always push, but I'm not the ticket sales guy. You know, I'm not the one that people aren't coming to see superstar Shane Merrill. It's just not happening.
Right.
You know?
So for me,
And I know that.
I'm just trying to figure my way through this. You know, I got 15 people at the dojo that time.
Yeah.
That was good for me. And then a couple other guys, got 20 or 30 because they have a bigger family or something like that. But
Yeah.
I got shit to say, that I think is funny, but I got a lot of stuff to say. And it's like you said, who knows the great ghost?
Right.
Other than
See, now, the other thing that you were saying, though, you do have a point. Trying to go out of state, you're not wrong. Like, trying to push, like, Anthony loves being in Pennsylvania and Maryland.
It's my people.
Yeah. But, like, you don't know, because you'll also notice a lot of places in this area, you've been to a few.
Right.
You know who knows what and laughs at what in what room, and you know what works where. But you know that what works for you, mostly. And that's the most important part. And it's like, oh, this will work if I go here. This will work. Like, Philly, that's not far, and you're not spending an arm and a leg for a lot of that shit.
See, I like the Pennsylvania crowd and stuff like that because the military jokes every time I work. You know what I mean? Like I get the crowd every time with the military jokes.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, now I got you. And then I can just do whatever I want. You know what I mean? Like I bring him in with that, and then I'm like, okay.
I really don't do a lot of them. Or
I got some new ones actually, bro.
the dudes and the
And new
don'ts
Marine
are
joke.
learning,
You're gonna enjoy.
like definitely never steal another guy's joke.
Yeah.
That's
I have
like,
all the time. That's all the time.
happens all the
Yeah,
time.
happens
That
all the
is
time.
that is like the biggest taboo.
You're an
It's
older
just
guy,
having
so you'll
someone-
see it too. People doing young kids doing old jokes.
Yeah.
Because they think no one's gonna know.
Because they think no one's gonna know. Who the hell remembers
Someone's
Jackie's
got
joke
a
that
whole,
Marley?
a whole bit from the '80s, and you'll pick up on it. You'll go, "No, I saw this back at Rascals when I watched Rascals an hour in the fucking '80s. I saw this," and they're like, "Oh, well, you obviously know because you stole it." You know?
Oh, we're Italian too. Like,
Yeah.
Shut up.
And
Cheers,
the other thing is just trying to. Everybody's got a podcast. Everybody's on Instagram, TikTok, and we're all just fighting for the same audience maybe. As I don't have no particular.
it's not the same audience.
I
It,
play
it,
it all.
it seems that way, but it's not the same audience. You're looking for people that enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah, pretty much. You know what it is? To an extent, it's the same audience because
Right.
it's the same people who are on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
It's the same kids that are going, "Ooh, what's going on TikTok today? What's going on Instagram today?"
See, I know I'm not gonna get the kids.
Yeah, yeah, but you know what
I
it is?
keep
That's,
trying,
that's,
though.
that's kind of all that's on there. That's the thing. That's kind of all that's on there.
Well, no, my wife's on there looking at dog videos.
Right, she's looking at dog videos.
She looks, that's
Right,
what she
so
watches.
in other
Dog
words,
videos.
so in other words, you have to
Right.
put together dog videos.
I can do
Well,
that.
That's
Have you
what
ever
I'm
seen my
saying.
dogs? They're cute.
No, I know. I'm saying
Wait,
you can do that.
You remember Dan Collins? He was in here the one time. The guy who was Army and Navy. He
Yeah.
did the show in
Yeah,
America.
Yeah.
Have you met Dan Collins?
No.
All right, so he blew up on TikTok by doing animal videos. That's how he got his big following on TikTok, because those fucking push
Yeah.
numbers.
Right.
So he would do jokes, but based on the animals that were playing. So he would tell his joke as if he were the different animals on the screen. Like, you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
This is
There's
what's getting the
another guy.
numbers?
There's
You have
another guy.
500,000 followers?
There's another guy who does voices to the animals as they're doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
And I fucking make
Talking
me laugh
Tatum.
hysterically.
You know who Talking Tatum
Tony
is?
Vegas
No.
does that.
I
No,
know.
who is she?
It's a dog. It's a fucking dog. I only know who it is because my wife watches it religiously. Like she gets excited when there's a new video. Like it's a guy who just made a stupid voice for his dog,
All right.
and the dog, like, you know what I mean? Like he's like just says stupid
I think
shit
I'm
like,
going to start doing that.
like a kid would say. You know what I mean? Like as a dog though.
Yeah.
And dude, literally has sponsorships now. Like the dog sponsor doing commercials for shit.
Right.
You never know what's
You're
going
like,
to take
that-
off.
And he
You're
just
trying to
probably
do
did it
comedy.
goofing around,
Right.
fucking with his wife. You know what I mean? He probably just messing with his wife.
Yeah.
You know, like made up with.
There's one that's big now. It's somewhat big, and I just came across it. That's how I know it's big. And it's just some woman and her husband, and she just does crude pickup lines. And
Yes,
he
he's
laughs
saying
hysterically.
and yeah.
You ever see it?
Yeah.
And some of them, they're fucking funny as hell.
Some.
It's just a plain Jane couple.
Yeah.
And
Right.
she's like, oh, you know what? We'll play Barbie, and you can come in my box.
Yeah.
And he laughs
I watched that.
hysterically, and that's it. And now they're
Human.
That's it.
Yeah.
But you know what though? That's not like you want to be known for comedy.
I want to be kind of standing
what I
up
mean?
on stage, grinding. You know, just to stand in front of
That's all
those
it is
people
a grind.
and hope that you get one laugh, just one. You know, because you don't know. It's like
Yeah, you'll get there.
the first
One
time
day
I
you-
bombed. The first time I bombed, and this is what Paul told me that one time.
Because he does it a
He is
lot.
familiar with Bob.
He does it a lot.
He
Anyone
said,
knows.
Solly, you know, just you watching this video of you I did a year ago. He said you're gonna find that's not as funny. You can sharpen that later. And everyone laughed at the first little open I did because all my friends and family came. So I went to the next one, crickets.
Yeah.
I was standing there. That 5 minutes felt like 5 hours.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
Been there.
you know,
Yeah.
it was like, oh my
Everybody's
God.
been there.
I'm a big fan of that
People
for
laugh
you.
at
Yeah.
people, this is funny. Is there a heartbeat in here or not? And then, but I was told in my comedy class, if you bomb, just push on to the next joke.
Yeah.
So I just pushed on to every joke.
So they taught you something in that class. That's good.
Yeah.
Which comedy class did you take?
I took the Soma in South Orange, Columbia High School.
Okay.
Who taught it?
Oh God, he's gonna kill me.
You say no filter, Paul. I'm leaving right
Nah, it's not. Oh my
Then get used
God,
to bombing.
he's gonna kill me for not.
Chip?
Northfleet.
Oh, all right, Jerome Norfleet.
Yeah, and he taught the class, and he just went over the basics, even just how to move the microphone and stand out of your way, how to raise the microphone up and
Yeah.
down and move out the way.
The simple stuff that you should know when you're on
You know what the
stage.
first thing I know I ever learned at Rascals, the first professional thing that I was taught at Rascals, believe it or not, and for some reason it just stuck in my head forever. This was there at the Rascals in South Jersey, the one in Ocean.
Yeah, I
You
remember.
know, they're all long gone. But the first thing I ever learned, I was ever taught, was never leave an empty stage. When you're done, stand there until the host comes back up. If you're a host, stand there until the guy gets there. Never walk out of the spotlight and have no one there.
Okay.
And I don't know why
That makes
is,
sense.
or why. It's almost kind of like the whole no shorts.
Yeah.
You know, it's not really
Bullshit
written
rule.
anywhere.
Bullshit rule.
Not really written anywhere.
I'm wearing
but
shorts.
but people remember the time, where were we? Village, the Village Comedy Club, and that guy showed up for that show with no. He said, "You going to run down the street and get some pants?"
That
He
was
showed up in
douchebag
shorts.
Ron Herring, though.
Yeah.
I would think you want to come in pants if you.
It just makes
Well,
sense.
that's like an unwritten rule. There's no, you don't get on stage doing comedy in shorts. People do it, but it's like an unwritten rule. So this is the thing.
Like they get mad when I wear a mesh shirt.
When you're done, thank you, I appreciate it, have a good night, and then wait. It takes
I'll go to
them
an
a
open
second.
mic in shorts.
What's that?
I'll go to an
Don't
open
leave
mic
empty
in shorts.
stage.
Yeah.
We
I'll
got.
go to open mic in shorts. I won't do a regular show in shorts, but I'll go to open mic in shorts.
And then I learned that don't put my hands in my pocket.
Yeah.
You look nervous when you do that.
Yeah.
Don't pace.
You wanna do
That was
that.
my biggest one. Pace.
Abraham Northleaf. That's who taught the class. He told us.
Pacing and whipping the fucking cord around. That was my thing early on.
Mine was pacing. Literally pacing.
I would do both.
I would just walk back and forth on
Mine
the
was
stage.
talking too fast. And
I
still
probably
do it
did
to this
that too.
time.
I still talk.
But every once in a while, I'll get up there and I'll be like, so well,
And
that was 3 jokes. Did you get any of them? No, I didn't fucking hear a word you said.
in the beginning. I used to do the and I had to cut that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the class. It's
Um,
like, so you should practice videotape.
You know what you do.
Watch.
You get, if you're told about stuff, you get to learn. My wife used to tell me, and I go back. I don't watch any of my own
You say
stuff.
the N-word too much?
Oh,
Ah.
No more than usual.
I was like Nigeria, all over the place.
Like hella.
Was the AR or hard ER?
Oh,
Yes.
Listen, I didn't disagree. I'm not. I just all over the place. No, my wife she pointed out. She said
It would
"Every
depend
time
on what
you
he
get a
did to
little
his
nervous
wife."
or you lose a spot. I go, yeah, it's true. It's true. And if you go back through any of my stuff, you'll see half the time I'll be like, it's true. It's true. Yeah, it's true. Because I'm like trying to think, and that's what I'm saying. But she pointed it out, so I was able to stop it.
I didn't know I said "oh man" so much. until someone pointed out to me.
Oh goodness gracious!
I do that too, but that one's fun. That one just
That's just funny, yeah.
And I went, really?
Yeah,
What?
because-
I had no idea. And then I
because-
listened back and went, oh my god. I did.
Because coming from you, when you say like, oh heavens defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's why it's funny.
yeah, exactly. When you look down at someone and go, bless your heart. It's like, wait, what happened?
So and also what I got taught was basically talking more about me. It's hard to steal my life.
Yeah.
Basically, he knows I tell my time in the Philippines.
Ah.
You know, and
Good time.
I talk about.
Well, I told him because the first time he did it, I'm like, you missed so much stuff. I know. Like, if you were there, you saw way more than that. That was because I went up like right after him. I'm like, you should have talked about the lady with the pesos. You should have talked about the lady with this.
So
I gotta bring that monkey
the
story.
basket fuck.
The basket fuck. You
Yeah.
got to bring that monkey one.
Yeah, it's a great story. I was in fucking Thailand and I walked, you know, have you ever been in Thailand?
No.
All right, so I was on an LHT, so it's 1,080, 3,000 Marines, giant Marine taxi. So when we pulled in, like it literally like fucking, they brought hookers from other fucking countries to the fucking thing. So they had all those outdoor bars and you know, they try to wave you over. And there was a little spider monkey sitting on a perch. I go, oh, look, a fucking monkey just hanging out in the fucking, like, you know, I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, yeah. So we walk up there, I go, oh, what's up the monkey? The guy goes, you can buy the monkey a shot. I went, all right. So let's get the monkey a shot. I give him money. He fucking pours a shot, rings the bell. The monkey jumps down, runs down, does a shot, and runs back up. I'm like, well, I got a whole pocket full of money. We're doing shots. Let's go, monkey. Fucking
Shitload of bot.
dude, but yeah, bot. It was like fucking $1 for a shot because it was bot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So literally, the end of the night, this fucking monkey's like sitting over in the corner, like biting people. Like I might be responsible for the fucking COVID virus, but like I'm literally like I'm like, oh, I think I killed that monkey. Fuck, let's get out of here for fucking. I'm like, that monkey's fucked up. But it would take pictures. It would take pictures of you too, like
What they
run up your
say-
shoulder, like take a picture. Like that was like their racket.
Yeah.
Like the monkey would run up your shoulder. Oh, take a picture. 200 baht, which is $2.
Yeah. All right, you got me.
Yeah, pesos in
Yeah.
the Philippines.
Yeah.
You know what they say, right? One monkey don't start no show.
We would like the four of us in the Philippines at that time I was in. I got the four of us drunk, weighed, fed for about $40.
Yeah. Yeah.
God bless
$40
America.
For the total whole night, $40 would have been wasted.
And that was in Ocala,
Half
in Florida.
Well, I was looking for cheapest places to live in the world, and the Philippines is still one of the top ones.
Yeah. Well, one of the guys I was in the army with, he retired and married a Filipino girl. He lives there now.
Yeah, I was thinking about moving there.
Still good.
Do it.
This country's going to hell, so I'm thinking about moving there.
Think of all the bot you have.
I have
There's
pesos.
pesos there.
Pesos
I don't
and-
care.
I can get my own monkey.
You ever think about how cheap it?
And you get your own bar. The bar is
Think about how cheap it is to
$18.95.
get to Thailand from the Philippines.
Goodness. Listen, you
I mean,
can
you
open
couldn't
out
walk.
too.
My wife looks
You can open
Asian
out.
too, so that's perfect. Depending where you are is what ethnicity she looks like.
But being a guy from America and then just thrown into that degradation,
Yeah.
that den
Yeah.
of sin,
Yeah, that's good.
you've never seen it before. It was like fucking Christmas. Man.
Yeah.
I can have 3 women at one time. Are you serious?
And it's only $20 more. You goddamn right I'm spending an extra $20.
Exactly.
It's only $2 to begin with.
You know, it's like, oh my God.
So how often are you get? When did you know you were fighting? How often are you getting on stage now?
I try to come at least once a week now, just to open mics.
And then where are you going? Where's your main mic?
Comedy Cove, and then the Comedy Diner down in Newark,
Newark, right?
and then the dojo if I get a chance. You know,
When's the
has a
dojo?
mic?
They do Monday and Tuesday at the dojo.
Oh, we do too.
Yeah, I know they moved it around.
They do both now. They do
Yeah.
Monday.
Who
and
hosts it?
I think Vic and
Rafael Hernandez is
Yeah,
on Monday.
right.
And I don't know who does Tuesday. Some female now. That does.
oh, okay.
I might go on a Tuesday one. Just say hello to Mike.
Yeah.
Get his ear a little bit. Hey, Mike, remember those texts I sent you about spots?
Remember you told me to call you?
And then you're trying to get spots, you know, because when I work with them and Paul, the first time, that was my first paid gig. So it's like, hey, bring people, we'll give you money, and you know,
Like we
$60.
do kind of a bringer, but like if you're bringing people, we pay you for the people you bring.
Yeah.
Because that just makes sense.
Yeah, normally, like, you bring the bringer and he keeps all the money.
Right.
Zilch.
Rich
Right.
Carucci was the head honor, and we had who I follow now. He's in New York. He came from Vegas. Darren Chase.
Yeah, Darren, I like him.
He came from Vegas. He's staying in the hostel right now in New York. He's doing all the New York Comedy Club, Greenwich, you know. And now they took him off the bringer thing, and now he's like every Friday, Saturday, he's opening.
See, that's-
Headline.
But he's also not doing anything else during the day.
Yeah, like
He's living in a hostel.
I just saw Wednesday,
Like,
James
like,
Camacho headlining Stress Factor,
yeah,
you know, but he's also headlining all over the country.
right.
you know?
But Shay, what is your favorite thing about that?
What's that?
About going full time in comedy?
Oh, no, I there's a couple things I've grown accustomed to, like eating and living indoors.
Not sleeping in the car and begging for
Oh, what
meals.
car? You don't got a car, you do comedy full time? Can't afford shit. And there's people, you ever remember that last Comic Standing?
Yeah.
Years ago, remember watching that last Comic Standing?
Yeah.
And Jay London? Do you remember the guy,
I remember
long
the
hair,
guy.
did all the one-liners?
Yeah.
You know,
Carl?
that guy, yeah. The, the evolutionary chart, I'm the third guy from the left. Thank you, that guy. Remember Jay London?
Yeah.
So I did shows with him back in New York years
Great
ago.
joke, I had that joke too.
And he was
Dropped
doing
it.
one-liners. And one night, it's funny, one night, him and I did a show, 2 shows actually. And then 2 days later, he was on television. Like after the Howard Stern show was the one thing. And there he was doing the same set. I happened to have a good set that night. So 2 days later, I'm thinking, why is he there and not me? It's, because he was doing it full time. I still had, so then I quit for 20 something years. But now that last Comic Standing, he was on, and they did, they would do a little thing on the fucking people,
Right.
the little bio and this and that. He's like, well, I started in New York, and I drove a cab, and this and that, and the other thing. And now they're showing his room. He lives in a fucking halfway house, in a rooming house. He's doing comedy full time. It is literally like out of the Blues Brothers.
Right.
It's a fucking bed, a
Train
sofa,
going by?
a hot plate. Yeah, with the train going by.
Please.
But in Los Angeles, he moved to Los Angeles.
So
see
there's
if he
better
could-
weather at
to
least.
see if he could do better out there after struggling in New York.
Probably cheaper.
No.
No, it's
it's
probably not.
expensive.
LA 's
It's probably
expensive.
not.
It's
LA is fucking outrageous. But he moved to Los Angeles, and they said, he's fucking. There's your bed. There's a refrigerator. There's a hot plate. The bathroom's down the hall. You share it with 10 other people. That's what he's living in his mid-40s. That's people who were like, okay, I'm gonna go for it, and I'm gonna. And the funny thing is, he's not unfunny, and now he's probably doing much better because of that show. But at the
Or at
same
least
time,
better.
But at the same time, there are so many people.
He has his own bathroom now.
He might have his own. He might have his own. It's still outside, but
Yeah.
it's his
You
own.
hear the stories of them people saying, I slept in the car.
Right. So this is what
But for every one of those success stories,
Right, for
there's
every-
20 fucking I failed stories.
That are still sleeping in their car.
No, that's the thing. For every one of them, I just read. I think I was telling you guys this. I just read Dave Grohl's book.
You read?
No,
Weird.
I looked at the. It might have been- Shut up! I'll read to you. So
Gotta put a dress on
Dave
first,
Grohl,
read my kids first.
leads her to Foo Fighters.
Right.
He got in. He got in a van when he was 17 years old. His mom said, "Good luck, anything. I'll be here." He lived in Virginia. This band was touring the country. They were making $4.50 a day, $4.50 a day. So he learned how to eat like, 7-Eleven's got 3 tacos for $2. He learned how to do all of that. And then the band fell apart. He's in Los Angeles. He meets up with this guy. The next thing you know, he meets up with Kurt Cobain. The rest is history. Then he starts the Foo Fighters. It's probably worth fucking $100 million now. But he writes the book. The book was very good. But for every person that got in that van, there's 10,000 of them that did the same exact thing and are now pumping gas for fucking living at 50 years old because they didn't make it.
Right.
Or they're dead.
Or they
Right,
overdose with
yeah.
drugs. I mean, they
Like
could have went
you-
out that way,
like
but
you-
alleged.
like you
Yeah, stop
can't-
making them out like pussies that are working at 7-Eleven. Some of them die like men with a needle in their arm.
Yeah, behind the 7-Eleven dumpster.
Well, there's actually a fucking guy. I had one day this fucking dude at the gym. Never talked to him before. He had a Thor hammer on his shirt. So I was like, oh, nice shirt. Like, I mean, I'm a Viking enthusiast, so I'm like, oh, nice shirt. And I said, yeah, thanks, man. So I just started I don't know, just nonsense, small talk. 2 weeks later,
When are you going out?
I'm getting there, shit. Like 2 weeks later, same guy, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? He's like, hey, man, I just want to thank you. I'm like, did I do something? Like, what's up? And I'm like, I don't know what I did. And he goes, I was borderline suicidal that day, and you fucking talking to me. I was like, oh shit, dude. Like, well, yeah, like anytime you want to like talk to somebody, just come over and talk to me, man. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
I'm here at this time, but if you want to see me in the steam room,
yeah. John is a little different, fella. All right, you got to take a number.
you need an appointment. Yes.
Yeah. No, then you'll definitely kill yourself.
But I just got, now every time I see him, I bullshit with him. We got to talk to him. He was in a band who was signed to like one of these like heavy metal labels in like the late 90s,
All right.
like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Back when being signed to a label meant something.
Yes.
Right.
So he goes, they sent us on tour He goes, they gave us like $800. We were rich.
Yeah.
But that's all they gave us. They had made $100 in a van. See you later.
Damn, no per diem.
Nothing.
Shit.
$800 in a van.
What kind of a van?
Like a van. That,
Yeah,
so they
usually one that breaks.
yeah, cargo, like a cargo van, so they carry all their equipment. They had to carry their equipment. They had to set up their own equipment.
Was there a bed in the back? Was there a little bubble on the side with the painting?
He goes, we spent that $800 in a week and a half.
Yeah.
And then we were just making what we made on the show, which is usually $100. And he goes, between 4 guys. You know what I mean? He goes, and then like you just realize, oh wait, this life is really hard.
Yeah.
Like this sucks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so he goes, then we're, 4 guys got to eat on $100 for a week till we get to our next venue to do a show. Yeah. So it's like,
And it's hard to hook up the hot plate to the van.
yeah. And he goes, it just sucks because now we were doing what we want to do, but we're like literally living in a van. We can't afford a hotel room. So he goes, there was days we just didn't eat. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
And he goes, we're all between 19 and 24. So it was like, fuck it. We don't need to eat.
We're rock stars.
Let's go get some booze. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and he goes, we went instead of eating, we bought booze. He goes, because we were fucking dumb kids. And
Of course.
but he's like,
was it Motley Crue or Guns N' Roses where they were fucking living in squalor, and it was girls, it was dancers who came and said, "Do you need money? I'll give you money. I'll give
Poison.
you this. I'll give you that." Was that Poison?
Poison.
And it was dancers who stepped up
Yeah.
and said, "What do you need?"
It was all the
Like,
strippers,
"Oh,
and
wait, what do you
that's who
need?"
used to do their makeup.
Yeah, right. They did their makeup, did all their shit,
Yeah.
and said, "Oh wait, okay." So they would go to work, come home, and go, "What do you need? What do you need? A lamp? How much is that? $300? Here you go." They dance all night.
Yeah, let's make you look pretty today.
Like,
Yeah,
look at all these
that's
fucking-
exactly what they did.
But that's what I'm saying. These people, and you know what? The girls did that, and that's a fantastic story. But there was still no guarantee. They had talent, but there were so many people who do have talent. You know?
It's still not guaranteed.
Yeah.
They're not guaranteed anything because
that's-
it's not just talent. It's also luck. It's knowing the right people. It's ready to networking,
Timing.
losing, timing.
What-
There's a lot to it. When you get to a point where if they said to me tomorrow, if I do a show Friday, I'm doing a show in Fairhaven. Fairhaven's, I know Fairhaven's a fairly affluent area. What if it's a guy, big executive? He says, "I'll have a fucking Netflix special tomorrow." I can't do it. I'm not a headliner. You know, it's fucking no. So it needs the
I'll
talent.
steal all fucking.
Oh no! I'm gonna do Ron Warren's Live at the Met word for word.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is that
Maybe I'll be here. I'll be over there. I don't know.
You need like the talent you have to have, but at the same time,
You tell me
you
that.
need the love.
You need the timing and the
I'm
opportunity.
doing Robert Klein. I can't stop my leg. I can't stop my leg now. They'd be like, that sounds familiar. Yeah,
Well,
but you-
anybody under 40 is like, this is brilliant.
Yeah. I never heard that one before.
The what was this? Oh, so remember it was years ago. It's probably early 2000. There was a show called Making the Band,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was like 5 bands traveled around the country competing against each other, and audiences, and they showed like the road life. So the 2 bands that came to the finals, the one band was hard workers, dude. Every fucking town they hit, they're with flyers. The other band was just like, oh, this chick's there, cool. Let's go fucking bang these chicks. Like that was the other band. They ended up winning. The other band ended up winning, like the band that was all fucked up all the time.
Nice.
But they were both really good. At the end, you're like, wow, these guys are good. These guys are actually good. Never heard of them again.
Yeah, that was
And
so.
you're like the one song I actually liked, like the song that won that they got to record for Geffen, like one song at the end,
All right.
and it was like these guys are actually good, and then all the originals are playing. These guys are really good. Like,
So here's the question then. Here's the question, right? Would you rather, if you were a songwriter, hey, a singer, blah, 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 you were a band, would you rather have a one-hit wonder or nothing at all? Because you get that taste.
Yeah.
And then you can't have it anymore. That sucks. Or you struggle and you make nothing. You get nowhere, you have no songs.
One hit wonder.
Which would be
One
better?
One hit wonder would be, I was at the Apollo and I got a standing note, and after that, it would be no more comedy, nothing. I'll just be back in the open mics. I'll take the Apollo one night.
No, well, it's
Maybe.
different. It's different between music. 'cause
you're gonna
that
say
shit can
black.
carry
I know
on.
what you're gonna say,
What's
son
that?
of a bitch.
What's that?
Just for
I
black.
was kidding.
It's different.
No, if you got that
You're
one,
gonna say
the
it's
Apollo,
black
that'd be
people. I got
different.
you.
Oh no, it's totally
No, you got to be an Asian to get a cheer to the Apollo, all right?
That's what I'm
White-
saying.
White people getting the hook. You got to be a fucking little Asian who dances. You're gonna get fucking the standing ovation.
Gangnam Style. But no, what I'm saying is, I guess you could try to somehow relate it. If you have one good show, but then none after that. You wouldn't want that, or you want to keep going with good shows.
Wanted to keep going, but if it was the Apollo.
No, I'm not talking about Apollo. I'm talking about just
Oh no, I just want to
any one good show, and then
I'll take
because
multiple
so you
good
take somebody like Terry Jacks who wrote Seasons in the Sun, is still living off that money.
Yeah.
Because it's one hit, but it's one hit that's still played 45 years later. I think he lives on a boat with a lot of money, but still, the point is, there's a lot of people that got shit because you didn't write the song, you just sang it. The songwriter is making a shit ton all these years later because he probably wrote 20 other songs. I wrote that fucking Holly Knight's book. She wrote half the hits in the 80s for like Aerosmith and fucking Pat Benatar, almost all of Tina Turner's hits.
Right.
Fucking $250 million she's worth, but nobody knows her name because she's just a songwriter. But Tina goes out and sings and makes 80 grand a night, but Holly still makes the money, no matter what, because
She don't got to get slapped around by Ed Turner or nothing.
Nope, got hit.
She
with-
could if she
would
wanted.
Well, she probably anyway. But no, I don't know. It's and that was the thing with that was kind of the same with like the whole fucking Matt Rife thing, right?
Right.
So he's now like a joke. He's like the Beatles when they played Shea Stadium. They didn't even tune up. The women and the people and the fans were screaming. Nobody could hear a fucking thing, and they just went out. They didn't tune up. They just went out and played and made fucking a boatload of money. Would you rather do a tour and make millions that no one's taking you seriously and you can't even talk because everyone now thinks they need to scream at you? Or would you rather not have that and have a continuous career?
The continuous career would be good for me, but with Matt Rife,
He's young. He's 28.
Yeah, so he's still gonna.
It's the new Dane Cook.
The people being mad at him for what he said about the girl being punched in the eye.
Yeah.
That's going to pass over at the next news cycle, next comedian that steps on it.
Well, so I think he's another one, Matt Rife, who he's funny, but he does a lot of crowd work.
Yeah.
So when he got the, when
No, he's funny, but his clips were about his crowd work, so all these people come to see him because they wanted to get talked to on one of his videos.
Well, that was the thing. That's why he can't get a word in edgewise because they're all yelling at him.
Right.
Now there's videos of him telling people to shut the fuck up.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But that's what he has to do.
Now he's
to
an
try
asshole.
to be funny.
Yeah.
Now he's an asshole. But it's almost like this. It's kind of the same thing. Netflix said, "What's Matt Rife? We know that name because he's just everywhere now.
Mhm.
Let's get him on here. People love him. Let's get him on here." He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for a Netflix special. Nowhere near it.
Okay, so
I didn't
So-
know Helena.
do you want to be that guy that does the crowd work, or you want to be that stand-up comedian that can hold an hour, having everybody laugh continuous for that whole hour, without engaging in the crowd? Because I never remember.
Well, I'm a crowd
Richard
worker.
Pryor. I never remember Richard Pryor, Red Fox, any of them guys talking to the crowd unless somebody, a heckler, said something
Right.
from the
Yeah.
stage.
Oh,
And then
no,
they engage.
no.
Where you from? How long you been married? I'm seeing that's the way it is
Right.
now.
That's the way a
But
lot of
I
people
don't do it. I'm not knocking anybody that does it
Yeah.
because it's the trend. It's the trend thing to do now. But I think it's just my opinion. It's just like assholes. Everybody got one. That to be a true stand-up, you got to be able to do an hour. Those people who came to see you, they spent all 40 fucking hours hating their job, hating their boss. Now they come to sit down. They don't want to talk to you about their shit. They want you to make them forget about their shit. That's what I feel when I'm on stage. I got to get you.
Yeah,
to
no,
get your-
so I understand where you're coming from, and that makes sense. And I respect your opinion
That's
totally.
hard. It's hard.
I respect your opinion totally, but in my opinion, if I make you laugh, no matter how I do it, and take you away from those 40 hours you just had,
Okay.
and you're sitting in my show and you're having a good time, no matter how I do it, whether it's material or crowd work, because I'm a primarily crowd worker. But if I can do that, if I could take your problem that you have, you tell me you have a problem, and I could turn it around and make it funny, and now you're laughing at it, I think that's just as good.
No, that's funny. I've seen the guys do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen guys do that and be funny with it, but I still want to know you, the comedian. I need to know what makes you funny. I know the guy sitting up front with the fucked up shoes on and the fucked up hairdo, and what the hell is he doing with this good-looking woman? I see where that comes in at. Or the guy that falls asleep in front of you, like
Right,
an idiot,
yeah.
you just rip him for falling asleep.
Yeah,
I get it, but I need to know what makes you.
right. Well,
What attracts me to you, wanting to come see you again,
Well,
become your fan.
no, I get it. That makes sense. But I think it's some people juggle, and they get people come to see them all the time. You know, Shen Yun comes around every year. It's just Chinese people dancing, but people love it.
Yeah,
even
I
though
don't-
it's the
I
same
don't
thing.
see it.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean, though, right? It's
Right.
if you enjoy it, no matter what it is, you can get fans. There are a number of crowd workers out there. You know, Matt Rife has brought more attention to it, but there are a number of crowd workers out there that built big careers on just talking to the crowd.
Mhm.
Most comics
Voss,
are just
Big
straight.
J,
So why doesn't it work
Yeah.
for Paul?
but he's terrible.
He's an awful human being. Paul's an awful human being.
I
Yeah.
like standing with Paul. It doesn't work for Paul. No,
Yeah,
it's fun.
exactly.
It worked.
But any way you can entertain the crowd. See, I think you're right in the sense that if you want to be a straight up stand up comic, you got to stand up for an hour and talk and make people laugh. And there's nothing to do with them, just relatable. And that makes sense. And some people can do that. Some people can't, but can still put on an entertaining show. And you're there to get entertained. Some people, and I also don't think that in this day and age, it has to be so cut and dry. So we're in the age of Richard Pryor, Red Fox, all those guys in the day. They just did straight stand up. They talked for an hour and they made their set funny. But I also don't think, like look at, so then you introduce somebody like, remember the American Jonathan?
Yeah.
All that stupid shit he did, that was so entertaining. He was one of the best. He made millions of dollars. And nobody thought to drink Windex and go, hey, it keeps me from streaking.
Was the guy that smashed the fucking
Gallagher.
And his brother.
And his brother.
And his brother.
They just did that shit with the audience.
Yeah, but the audience sat in the front with the.
They came with prepared.
They came with the pouches because they knew that was coming and they want it. They want it. Even though they've seen it 100 times, they want to see it again. And that was just a stick, but it worked. In other words,
But that goes back to what you were saying before. Do you want to be that one-hit wonder where they just play the song, damn it, just play the song?
Yeah, no, well, Gallagher was actually, if you look at his
Right.
stand-up, he was actually, again, he was a very intelligent guy.
Right.
And he made up, I just saw him recently with the cardboard, with the letters, and the letters on it, comb, bomb, and he's flipping things, and bomb, boom, boom, no, it's bomb, and it's like, Blum, no, the whole thing, and he flips it over, it's dumb, and it goes on for 5 minutes, but he made this card flipper, it's like, all I'm saying is that it's, you don't have to feel, if you stumble upon something that you think is good and it's going to work, that could be the next big thing. It doesn't, I don't,
musical acts.
what's that?
Kroger, musical acts, like people who do music, like
Yeah.
some songs.
Cover bands.
Yeah.
Huge.
No, a comedian, Chris Colbert.
Chris Colbert
He does parody
writes,
songs.
he does parody songs, he writes them, and they're friggin' hysterical. But that's what I'm saying. Other people have done that in the past, but it's not.
That Weird Al Yankovic stick though.
Yeah.
Well, Weird Al never did like a
Definitely-
stand-up type thing. He
Definitely
just
not
made
the song called
records.
Hairy Vagina.
Yeah, Weird Al never did Harry Vagina.
No. Weird Al took it to new heights, but he went around stadiums as a musician. He wasn't a stand-up.
Okay.
So he sold out arenas and things like that, singing stupid songs, and he's made millions of dollars, and he's doing a fucking fantastic. But he was the one who said, "Well, why can't I do this? I think I can. I think I'm good at this."
Yeah.
And now people can't wait to have him redo their song.
Well, that's a lot of people. There was one or two people that
Coolio.
actually said no.
Coolio.
No, Coolio was
Coolio was
So
on
he
that.
did it.
No, no. Remember after he got paid, and then they asked
And
him
they
about
got
it,
upset, yeah.
and he said, "Well, I said no, and he did it anyway." You got
Yeah,
paid.
yeah, you
You're
got
just
paid.
trying to keep your street cred right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Because his were a little bigger hit than yours.
yeah,
Like,
it was. Well, he did Gangster Paradise, but
Amish Paradise, yeah.
Paradise, yeah.
But he got pissed off.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if he was just acting for the crowd or not. You know what I mean? He could have just
Could
been
have went
like,
either way.
Right.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's on the phone. We're not going, really? Oh my God, okay. How much?
"How much are you gonna give me? Sweet."
All I'm saying is I don't think it has to be on the straight and narrow.
Okay.
If it happens to work out for you that way, great. If
Well,
not,
that's the way I'm going.
yeah.
pretty
No,
much.
that's the way you want to do it. You want to write a solid, you want to start off with a solid 10 minutes just so you can open.
Right.
And then you want to write a solid, half
that's
hour
another
so
thing.
you can
This-
feature.
It's taken a year just to get a good 10. So I didn't know the grind you really got to put into this.
Yeah.
In the sitting home, the joke writing, and then going to the open mics, testing the jokes. And there's other comedians, and you still don't know how to test it because, like,
Yeah. Because open mics suck.
Dave heard my entire set. So when I get up there and we're the Comedy Cove and I start telling my joke, they're just sitting talking to each other. You're like,
Yeah.
man, pay attention, man. Everybody here doesn't know the jokes that I'm doing. So you're listening. At first that bothered me. Then I said, you know what? These guys heard. I was just at Comedy Dine. I was just at the dojo. I was just here. Just at City Lounge. They all heard it. That's why they're not laughing.
Yeah.
At first I thought it was me.
It's really hard to transition.
Sometimes it's just Paul, though.
It's very hard to sometimes
Paul
it's
sucks
just-
human.
it's really hard to transition from open mics to regular shows, and that's where networking comes in. You know, if you meet people at these mics that are actually trying to put on a show or a fundraiser somewhere, like an actual show.
Right.
And they say, okay, well, we can give you a guest spot, or we'll have you open or do whatever, or even host. You know, that's how it all starts. You do the networking to find out who's doing. If you're hanging out with nothing but open micers, that's all you're going to do, because you can't get out of it. Nobody's there to say, oh, you know what, I could use you on this show.
Right.
I thought that set was great. Can you open next week at this firehouse or blah, 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 you know what I mean? And that's kind of what
lucky for me, my very first open mic was with these two guys, Dave and Paul. And they
Is that
literally,
lucky for you?
because they were ripping the poor guys who got up there and they couldn't land their jokes. And he's coming up behind
Or
their jokes.
or they're just doing some awful things. And I have a good habit, or bad, depending on how you look at it. I will laugh if it's fucking terrible, because I think that's hysterical sometimes.
Which always makes me laugh.
Right. And they're killing them. So here I am, the new guy. I'm like, oh, they're gonna kill me when I get up there. Hope I'm funny. And then when I did the whole Philippine thing, he really laughed. I was like, okay.
Oh, that just touched my heart.
Well,
The cockles of my heart were warm at that moment.
sometimes you'll hear a joke and it's not there yet, but you see where, and I'll go,
But, yeah, if
I
you
go
see
like
where
this.
it's going,
I
I
liked
like that.
I like
where you're going.
I'll
with
go, you'll hear me go, I liked it.
Right.
I like-
Like if you notice though, like I may say shit, but if I see something like you just said, like listen, I think it might work if we try this.
Right.
This is because we're listening. We may not be laughing the whole time. But it's like, no, we know where he's going with this. I don't know if he's changing it. I don't know if it's different inflection. Because sometimes you can be there and you can tell the same joke 5 different ways and it'll land 5 different ways.
Right.
And then sometimes it's like,
Yeah. Sometimes it takes just changing up one word,
sometimes you act it out differently.
you know, and then you also have to know when to go, no, that just sucks. That ain't gonna get any
Bill's
better.
good
Let me get rid
Joe
of that
Conti
to something
is
new.
good at figuring that out. Like he's good at hearing your set and going,
Yeah.
switch these words around, and then you do it, and it fucking, and you're like,
You're landing.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it was just like it was right there, but it wasn't like, you know.
Yeah. But what you were saying about like working on your 5-10 minute sets.
Right.
Like if you actually watch a lot of other comedians talk about how they develop, like a lot of the people that are touring doing their hours every other year, their new hour, it takes them a year just to get it down.
Yeah.
So-
So you're doing an hour. That was the thing.
And that's them that their overnight success took them 25 years.
Right. There was
So-
an article. It was Jim Norton and Amy Schumer, who they said they both toured some clubs for like a year and a half, 2 years, got an hour together, toured that hour around the country for like a year and a half, and then they found them both. The idea behind the article was they were sitting at the comics table at the Comedy Cellar, across from each other, both with a fresh, new, empty notebook, because now you have to start all over.
Okay. I mean, I like it. You know, when I first
See, but here's the thing, and I don't mean to cut you off. Here's the thing: when you can finally get fans, they're more apt to like shit that might not be funny otherwise.
Also true.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's, Bruce Springsteen has a kabillion fans around the world. If he writes a shitty song, his fans are gonna go, "It's okay, I like it. I'm gonna buy the album anyway."
right.
But when you're starting off with that, everyone goes, "No, that sucks. I'm not going near that guy."
This guy's terrible. Fuck him.
Well, and most people come see you when you suck. Come see you right at the
That's
beginning.
especially with comedy.
Yeah, and then 2 years in, okay, now I got a little better. I'm fucking my work.
No, you really need to hear this stuff.
Yeah, and then they don't want to come see you anymore.
Yeah.
Because I've had people see me right in the beginning, and then came out to see me again like recently, and they're like, "Wow."
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I sucked when I was. I
I
rushed
was
through
middle.
everything. I fucking.
I had people email me, "Oh, you sound much better on stage. You're moving better."
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, man, I just started.
Well, you get more comfortable every time you get up. How you gonna move? He stopped pacing back and forth, wearing a hole in the stage. I slowed down talking, not much, but I slowed down.
But I found out that's my high. When the people laugh, it really
Yeah.
does something to me.
Yeah, you know what it is? It is
It's
it
addictive.
is such a juxtaposition of,
I'm an addict.
man, when you're on stage and you get that laugh, it's like adrenaline, it's like heroin. And then when you're on stage and you don't, you just want to walk in front of a bus.
Yeah.
You know?
I know
But you still want to go back again.
It could be crushing as much. Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's how you know. When you get down, you bomb your ass off. You get down, you're like, that's.
Oh, I can't wait till the next time. I'll fucking show them.
Can't wait
Yeah.
to do it next time. Yeah, because that was the first time I ever did stand up, and I got up and I fucking bombed, and I got a couple of laughs at the end because I was
Last
so
week?
nervous. But
Last week?
we can have.
Okay.
I was so nervous that I bomb all the time. Trust me. But I was so nervous that I got laughs just from being nervous, and now I'm talking real quick to the crowd, and that was getting a couple chuckles, and I got down and like, that was fucking horrible. And the light, I didn't realize ever, because it's my first time, that when the light's on, you can't fucking see, so I'm doing this.
Yeah.
But it was fucking horrible. And then I got down, I was like, that was fucking horrible. I can't wait to do it again.
That's what they told us. They said, don't say raise your hand if you did this because you're not going to be able to see the audience. But you like say, by round of applause.
Yep,
So they taught us that in class. Yeah. That came in handy.
Or you just say something and then just point at nothing and said they said it. I do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, and no one said anything. I just pointing at nothing.
You know, that's the same thing, you know, when I say, you know, animals live outdoors. You couldn't live outdoors. You could probably live outdoors, but I don't think, you know what I mean? It's like, because I'm just looking to the left. I don't know who the fuck's over there. You'll
It's not
realize a lot
personal.
of it's magic. A lot of it is shit that's not real. A lot of it is, you know, just you have to get so comfortable with good material that it looks like you're just popping it out of your head.
Right.
Like you're just thinking of it right now. That's the whole thing. There are some people who just say their shit mechanically, and it just doesn't come off as good.
No.
Even though they've said it 1,000 times.
Some people doing 30
Yeah,
years.
people are
Okay.
fluid. Yeah, that's true.
I
what I'm saying.
I saw somebody, and this was like 8 years ago now, and the guy was literally blowing through his material because he was trying to get his 10 minutes out in 5 minutes. And the jokes weren't bad, but nobody had a chance to enjoy the joke.
Yeah.
It's like, oh. I'm like, well, that one was terrible. Oh, that one was okay. I'm like, wait a minute. What's he doing to me?
Like I gotta open I barely ever do material. I'll do like stuff I just put in my act.
Yeah.
Just because I want to say it out loud and think, okay, maybe I'll find something else.
Right.
Maybe I'll find a new tag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like I don't do my material. You know what I mean? Like it's like no.
Like when I'm at a mic, I try and do stuff that I'm thinking of that week that I'm like, maybe I can work something with these 5 or 6 things.
Yeah.
Or if I don't have anything that I've been thinking about, I will dig into my notes from 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, let me see if this I can rework.
What does that mean? Ever see that? You're going, I don't even know what the fuck that means. Like,
I was just looking at something earlier like that.
Fisting aardvarks. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
I don't want to know what it means. Man. I just also, do you think? I gotta ask you guys. Do you think it's some jealousy amongst comedians?
100%.
There is
A lot.
There is you could float a boat with it. If it were water, it would hold ships.
I just noticed that some guys, you know, I try not to say some of my stuff in front of these guys. I'm finding out it's just better not to even talk that I got new material. Some people I'm going to keep them nameless.
No, you can say false.
It's not bad. Some other guys, you know, that does the open mics, but as they get more comfortable with me, they'll start talking about another comedian.
Yeah.
Not knowing I know this guy, and they're like, "Oh God, aren't you tired of that guy coming here saying the same? Calls me on the phone. And, you open mic tonight? Yeah, motherfucker. Every fucking week I do this. So why you keep calling me? And then everybody's chiming in like, "Yeah, that guy's my opinion." You know.
These are people that everybody hates. Like, there's people I don't like, but I don't really talk about them. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
But there's some people that you
is.
love because they're awful.
You know
Yes.
what it is.
yes, there's people that are so bad I love them.
Yeah, they're fun to watch. They're
No,
fun
no.
to watch. The downside of this business is there is a lot of people that are, and everyone's always watching. How did you? The same thing with me. How did he get that show? How did Jay London get that show and not me? Even though 2 days before we just. But that shit goes away after you get older. You're like,
Okay.
I don't have time to worry about what you're doing. I have time to worry about what I'm doing.
Yep.
You know, and I don't care.
That's the bigger
You
case.
can't look at someone and go, I just did a show with him, and now he's on TV and he's going to be touring the country. You got to look at it like, okay.
Sometimes you
now
look
it's
at it and
my
go,
turn.
do they have ears?
They have it.
What's that?
They have ears, right?
Yeah.
Because I've seen guys I've never
Oh,
seen
yeah.
them do well. I've seen them do okay a couple times.
Yeah.
But you're looking, you're like, how are you on all these shows? Like,
Yeah.
how are you on all these shows?
Yeah.
Like, you did okay. Like, you do okay.
But that goes back to one of your favorite people. That, okay, but he's on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And one's local area down the shore.
Who's that?
Dweck.
Okay, I like Dweck.
Right, he's likable.
He's very likable.
He is
He's a
likable.
weirdo.
He's a
I
fucking weirdo.
love
in a
weirdos.
nutshell.
Half the battle
Yes.
is being likable.
That's also true.
Half the battle. You could be unlikable and very funny. It's not going to make a difference. But you could be not nearly as funny and likable, and that carries a long long way.
I got a lot of the hate when I did the show with y'all. They were like, "How did y'all let me?" You know.
Who from who though?
I'm not saying.
From people that like, oh, well, why did we put you on?
Yeah. And I was like, I just went up to Paul and asked him. I was like,
hey, I'm kind of likable and you're kind of a douche.
Yeah.
So,
you know,
that's half the battle too.
And I still had to land, even they gave me the shot. I still had to land my jokes.
Still had to have good jokes when you were there.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I did pretty good, I think, that night.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just my little 15 people that showed up.
There's other people out there that land. That's the
it was
key.
sold out that night.
Yeah.
So, and it was just the black people I bought. It was.
You bought?
And, you know,
That hasn't happened in 450
I'm
years.
the black slaver. So, the most hated one is the black slave. So, you know, just to get up there and do it, and then you start hearing like, oh man, I asked Paul many times, and we do that.
Well, there's some people.
But there's somebody that just you don't like him as a person. So it's not like, why am I going to put you on a show if I don't like hanging out with you?
Yeah.
Like, but everybody that's ever been on one of my shows, I enjoy hanging out with them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like that's the people I ask to do shit. Like whenever I have like the fundraisers, you guys are one of you are usually on it, if not both.
Yeah.
Right.
And like guys I like, guys I enjoy hanging out with are on. You know,
And sometimes Vinny Fallon too.
I love you.
Well,
Well, sure, you little son of a bitch.
It's trying to get Vinny to come out.
Yeah, you know,
That's all.
Vinny out of his house is the
Yeah.
problem.
he likes to get out.
But he's very fucking funny. Like
Yeah.
Vinny's very funny. You know, like
I've seen him, especially the last time it was me, him, and Chris in Old Bridge, and Vinny grew up in Old Bridge. So he was talking about local neighborhoods.
Yeah.
And then his act in the Vanilla, he fucking killed me.
Yeah.
He opened for Chris. And Chris I'm not going to say Chris had a hard time keeping up because he didn't, but it was like,
Yeah.
I opened. And
Vinny had the crowd right there.
Vinny had them. He brought them up. Let's put it this way. It was easy for Chris because Vinny brought them up.
But like I know one person that goes there on Wednesdays that's always asking Paul, and he keeps sending them like new tapes, and it's terrible stuff. It's not that funny, and I'm like, and I almost like the guy. I don't think he's that likable, but I get along with him. I'm like,
Who is it?
Scott,
I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
you better
I
off.
know Scott.
We don't know any. I barely know.
I don't know any.
The only open mic I go to is fucking Black Betty's and
That's fair.
Red Betty. So
Yeah.
I might go to a dojo one though because I like that whole crew over there.
You
Yeah,
gotta come to Black Betty's. Come on. It's Thursday.
no more free wings, but it's still fun.
Just to work, you know, just to try to, you know.
Well, let me put it this way. This is my key for that, and I know you definitely agree with it. The place itself is a reason to enjoy being there, not because it's a strip club, but especially because it's held in the basement of a strip club. So if you can say whatever you want there, nobody's judging what you say. Like it doesn't matter what you say there. You're basically in a safe space for degenerates.
Remember the one show we just told stories. No one told the material. Just tell me a fucked up story. I let it off because I went first,
I didn't know that you were leading it off. That's what threw me off.
and I went. I don't feel like doing material. I'm just gonna tell fucked up stories. And I just started telling fucked up stories that happened to me within my life, and then Matt just kept letting me go.
All right, so who's got another fucked up
Well, that
story?
was Matt just let me go, and I'm like, I just kept talking, and then finally he lit me, and then he's like, all right, who's next? We got a fucked up story, and somebody's like, oh, you got a pretty fucked up story.
He didn't even go by the list. He's like, all right, who got the next fucked up story?
And that's everybody did fucked up stories, and somebody tried to do material, and we're going, boo!
Well, that's what happened
material.
with Matt's birthday roast.
Yeah, someone tried to do material.
Not a roaster.
I know, but it was supposed to be a birthday show, and it turned into a roast. And he's not a roaster, so we went up trying to do material. We're like, boo, make fun of the Jewish guy again.
Which I did do.
Yeah, make fun of the
And I
Jews,
did
come
do
on.
the abortion couch.
Yeah.
That was okay. But yeah, the
Back when they
material,
had the
well, my
couches.
material's not strong anyway. It's a false flag,
I'll say fuck the material in a minute. He's seen me do it. I'm gonna roast your ass because professional comedian, I'm new. But to roasting people and telling jokes, I had to do that shit to keep bullies from beating me up in school.
Yeah.
And if you told your mama joke that wasn't good, you got your ass kicked.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because it felt like you were talking about their mother, actually.
right.
So-
So it better be. It better
It's got to be
funny.
funny.
It
It got to
better
be like, your
funny.
mama's so stupid. She sit on the TV and watch the couch.
yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of shit.
Yeah, the house is so small. I threw a rock in, hit everybody.
Yeah.
You know, shit like that. But if you didn't tell those jokes or roast, there's nothing. I'll go from your feet to the top of your head. I'll find something wrong with it. And I have a cartoon character for it, a movie for it, and that it snaps in my head, but I don't even have to think about it.
Yeah.
I really got to go home and try to write jokes. That's the difference.
Yeah.
I found out that you
Well,
really do have to write.
That's the other thing. So I don't write a word. I don't have any jokes, but I also don't write a word. And that's because I found out for me, I would write ideas down and then I would try to put them down like a paragraph says that. And every time I reread it, I throw it away because it just doesn't sound good. Like I can't let it be written. I just have to let it flow. Like, so I have like a one sentence or an idea in my phone that I jot down on the notes in my phone. And then I'll go through the phone and go, okay, maybe I'll incorporate this or incorporate that. But I don't have a single word written.
So you're not like the Pharaoh of Egypt, let it be written so that it be done.
Right. No, it's just done, not written.
Just done.
Yeah.
That's
So
It's
but that's just me. I don't have a way that I can write something down and then reread it and go, that sucks. I just always think that sucks. Just like I never watch any of my own video. I think it's all suck. You know.
You're not wrong.
Like I just
I'm
write,
not.
literally, I just write ideas.
You have the right ideas. That's what I'm
Like-
saying. So I work it out in my head because I can do crowd work, and then I can weave in some material here and there that I've, again, same thing, shit that I've picked up talking to the crowd.
Right.
Sometimes that shit writes itself.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
And then
Like that one we did with what's his name down in fucking Navasink. Where were we at that bar? We did that Thursday night thing, like a month ago, 2 months ago. I'm going retarded now. You're making me think.
No,
you can
we
say
did
the
something
hard
on
word.
Thursday.
It was you, me, Tom Crossan, and Joe. What's his name?
Oh,
Yeah.
Rumson.
Rumson. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Rumson.
Yeah,
Rumson, Navasink, same thing.
yeah. That was a good show.
No, but like everything I'm saying, what I'm saying was like everything right in itself. Like the ladies that were all there was like a whole bunch of teachers in the room.
Yeah.
And he started talking to teachers. He got to a point where 10 teachers got up, walked into a hallway just to avoid have Shay talk to him about it.
Yeah, yeah. And then I went in the hall.
So he took the mic and walked in the hallway.
You know.
He's like, we have a microphone. We can walk over here.
So that's that, but that it just goes back to what I was saying before. I think if you can get up in front of people and be entertaining and they have a great time,
Right.
I don't think it matters what you do. I think you could be straight stand up, you could juggle, maybe sing a song, whatever you want to do.
Sometimes
You know?
when you feel like you don't want to do a material and you're doing that, just talking shit to the audience, especially at a mic, talking shit, you're able to think of other shit that you could do at another time.
Right.
Exactly.
You-
Other
you
shit
might pick
pops
up something for a
in the-
material.
in the banter. An idea will pop up that you can write.
I'm just also I opened for Coleman Green.
Okay,
He was
I like
just
all
at
it.
the goal. He used to go. He gave me some good advice about what you just said, going back and forth. He can, but he said he's doing it so long, he can fuck with the crowd,
And he'll remember his
and go
material.
right back in and never miss a beat on
Well,
the chair.
yeah,
go in the
yeah,
crowd, come
yeah.
back.
Sometimes you can use crowd work to go into material.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I do. I weave material in. If I have the thing about this stupid thing I do about kids, little kids, and how they're whining. You know, one teacher in the room starts that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And even if there's not a teacher in the room,
Somebody has a
I
kid.
can always somebody go
Yeah,
into it.
somebody
Yeah.
stole the kid.
What do you
And
do?
then
Even if there's no teachers in the room, what did you leave the kids at home? You fucking horrible parents.
and how to handle the hecklers.
I'm just
Talk to me
mean.
about
Yeah.
I'm just really
He
mean.
said get control of it right away. Don't
Yeah.
let them-
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let them get away with it, but at the same time, don't let them get to you. I have the ability to just turn and go, you need to shut the fuck up now, and make it funny. Without sounding like I'm now desperate for you to shut up,
Right.
you know. But sometimes you gotta fucking
Do what you gotta do.
Sometimes if you think, you could also, after a while, you'll get to gauge. All right, he won't shut up now, but he probably will. Because he's talking lightly or maybe if his friends, you'll hear his friends will be like, shh, 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 that means he's not gonna go long. But if he's just something you can tell when they're gonna keep going,
Yeah.
and then you have to do
Because
something.
they're helping the show.
Yeah, they want to be a part of it. They're the secret comedian who don't have the balls to get up and write
Right.
something and get it, but they'll sit at the safe space at the table, make their two friends laugh, and annoy the rest of the room.
Well, no, or just yell it.
Like that last show we did, the women at that table,
Yeah.
behind the comics table, they wouldn't shut the fuck up.
I got him shut. That was me.
Yeah, well, I got him to shut up, but then he ran and got shots.
Yeah.
And they didn't come out for 10 minutes, which was
Well,
good.
you were mean to them, and then who
I
else?
was mean to
Sue
them.
was mean.
Sue was mean to them.
Dave was mean. We're all mean to them.
Well, no, I was only mean to that one guy that was being a dick to Shay.
Yeah.
I just kept calling him out.
Yeah.
But it's
Well,
okay. You
I-
don't want to be talked to.
don't
I won't
wanna
talk to you. There's the one guy. Shay was trying to do some crowd work as the host, the guy's like, I just don't want you to talk to me. So when I went up, I'm like, so listen, Joe, I'm not going to talk to you all night. And I go and I start telling some jokes. Joe, right? You like that? Don't worry, I'm not talking to you. It's okay. I just kept going back to him, just fucking go. And the whole crowd fucking loved it because he was like, all right, now he's turning red, getting embarrassed.
And then at the end of the night,
but I
it's
didn't
like,
talk
oh,
to
you
him.
guys did a great job.
Yeah.
Great job. It's like, yeah.
Maybe if you were more
I don't want you to
fuck
talk to me. Good. I don't want you to listen to me. What's a fucking comedy in your ear, asshole?
I don't know where you get the people like,
You can't do a show where I have a
you know what you
microphone and
should
talk to you.
You should listen to like Sam Kinison do his stuff. You look at him going,
No.
Why?
no. Like,
I can't do this stuff.
no. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
I can't do this stuff. I can't do this stuff.
Well, you see that they have the new AI George Carlin special?
Yeah, I heard about it. I didn't see it.
I haven't seen it, but like you've heard about it. Like I've seen that it exists now.
I looked into the AI. I wanted to see it. Like, oh, people are gonna use AI to write jokes. That's the other thing. I go, write 10 jokes as that Louis C.K. would write. That's all I did. That's all I said. I guess I just wanted, and it was all like shit you hear in an open mic. I'm like, okay, this isn't ready.
No.
Like, this isn't even close to
Still
ready.
new technology.
Yeah.
Well, that the chat GPT or whatever the fuck it is,
Yeah.
supposedly that would do it if you asked that.
No, I did. That's what I did.
It wasn't just regular AI.
No, it was ChatGPT. I asked, write 10 jokes that Louis C.K. would say. And it was all like, oh, I like wipe shit off my phone. It was like, and I'm like,
Shit eating grin.
I don't know how AI, right?
Cancer.
I don't know how AI, you have to have a feeling, a soul.
Yeah.
To do comedy.
you have to have a voice. You know what I mean? Like,
Because you have to feel the response.
Right.
It's all about a call and callback almost. You talk and someone talks back, and it's the feeling you get from that. And then when they don't talk back, that's
I just don't see AI writing George Carlin's jokes.
No, I haven't seen it
Bruce
or heard it.
jokes, Richard Pryor jokes, even Paul Mooney jokes.
Patrice O'Neill. That was the first thought I had. I'm like, well, if you're gonna
He
do
was
George
great.
Carlin, I want to see fucking
Patrice.
Patrice's take on shit.
Yeah.
Patrice.
oh, because people would hate
I'll say-
Patrice right now. Because you know he would have
Yeah.
went against everything that,
Yeah.
everything.
Too bad he passed away,
Yeah.
man. He was killing
it's too bad. At the same time, it would kill him to see where the world of comedy is right now.
Yeah.
You know, they would have killed him now anyway, just to see all the woke bullshit. And
Well, I mean, there was conspiracies that they had him killed, but that's all another story.
Yeah.
He was funny as fuck.
Yeah.
About the Patrice O'Neill benefits coming up too.
if they don't really book any of the comics as like his friends anymore. They book like,
Yeah.
you know
No,
what I
I
mean?
know. They book who's famous.
Yeah. It's like Bill Burr and then,
Bill Burr and his
Bill
wife
Burr's in it,
run
his
it.
wife.
yeah.
And he talked about Bill Burr talked about how Patrice threw a fucking phone book at him like
Yeah.
on stage. That's how close of a friend he was.
No, they threw it at Kevin Hart.
Stand
Oh, was it
So he could
Kevin?
stand on it.
Yeah, totally. Here, now you have something you can stand on. We can see it.
They said that I gotta go off of hearsay because I didn't have the pleasure of meeting him. But if he fucked with you, he liked you.
Yeah.
If he didn't like you, he didn't say two
Yeah.
fucking words.
No, here you go.
I would have loved to just been in the room and just get about 20 minutes of how to be a comedian from him.
You know what it is? It's unfortunate at our age that like the golden age of comedy has come and gone, and we'll never see it again. You know, we'll never ever see it again. And this is the other thing we discuss all the time when it comes to comedy. You know, you're not retired, are you?
No.
No. Comedy, to be a comedian, you have to give, like a musician, artist, dancer, actor, you have to give your life over to it. You can't have a girlfriend, a wife, a car, you can't have a job. It calls for you to move now. Hey, you get lucky enough to go for a year and then someone says, you know what, you're really good. I'm going to put you on a 5-state tour. Could you go and do it for like 8 weeks?
I'll go. I would go.
That's what I'm saying. You would go, but could you go and do it? You know what I mean? Because now, let's say
You okay with leaving your job
It's not
for the next couple of months to do it?
To do it.
I got a CDL, so when I come back, it'll be a truck for me to drive.
There you go.
Yeah.
I would go, and my kids they're out of college.
There you go.
They're done.
Yeah, that's so. What I'm saying is
That's what I'm
when
saying.
you're
But
younger-
think about 10 years ago, would you have been able to?
Oh no, I wouldn't be able to do it.
right.
But if they happen now, no.
Well,
You're
now,
better at it.
now
My
you have
wife
a
would
little,
love me to be away for 5 weeks.
now you
Right.
have a little bit of flexibility, but still, you have to realize that you leave your job and you're making $38 a week traveling from Ohio to Arizona to this and that. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you'd want to do it, but at this point, could you be a road dog at 56 years old? You know, It's a dream. Something you've always wanted
I
to do.
would have to try it. I really would have to try it because I don't want to be kicking myself at 75 if I live that long. Going, I wish I had done it.
Yeah.
Now everything's in place for me to do it. My kids are grown. My daughter works for United Airlines.
Apparently, your wife don't like you.
Yeah. Well, we talk about, don't I get on stage, I talk about all the time, you know, that marriage was a scam. You know, that they fucking lie. It's a lie. It's a constant. I said, you see my gray hair? This wasn't
only
from
27.
wisdom. This wasn't from wisdom and all the things I gained through life. This is my fucking life being drained out of me. This goddamn marriage and kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Literally sucking the essence out of it.
Like the drain with the color.
Right.
I hear you.
So they, because people say, well, you're about 65, no, I'm 56. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm 38.
This black crack.
Yeah.
But the hair's still there. But you know, it's. I love my wife and kids. If I had to do it all over again, I'd do it again.
I love my wife and kids, but fuck them.
Yeah.
That's I really enjoyed that. So fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. I was jamming to that. You know, because you forget how much as a man you have to give up. They don't understand. The women don't say happy wife, happy life, happy wife. You know what I'm saying? The miserable man, give a damn. You know. So for me, from a kid, I was expected to always take the brunt of everything. We get a new car, I get the fucked up car. You know, the one that already got the 150,000. My wife gets in the brand new, she's riding around, she's looking good.
You get to visit on the weekends.
Yeah.
Right.
You hope she drives you somewhere this week?
No, I get to drive, and I drive everywhere. I remember working a double shift. My wife's grandmother passed away. Work a double, drive to North Carolina, and I'm asleep in the car while they putting the grandmother in the ground because I can't do anything but drive. I'm so tired. I'm talking, my eyes are bloodshot red, like I smoked 50 blunts. And they're like, your husband's not getting out of the car. And she's like, no, because he worked the double, and then he had right from the double, right to the car, picked my sister-in-law them up, and damn 13 hours to fucking Lake City, South Carolina. You know, and these things are expected of you as a guy.
Yeah.
You know, and they don't understand that.
Yeah.
And then the sacrifice, and you know, I talk about it in my set. Fucking kids are time bandits. They steal your free time, steal your me time, they steal your fuck time. You know, because it's band practice, football practice, it's track practice, it's dance recital, and you're supposed to be a stand-up guy. Fuck that you just work 12, 14 hours.
I never
now gotta go to dance recital.
Yeah.
You know, band practice or some shit.
You know what it is? There are exceptions to the rule of people who, you know, you can't have anything, but there are exceptions to the rule. It's so hard to be a professional. What is the stats, like less than 1% of everyone who steps on stage makes anything out of it. It's less than 1%.
And that includes the people that are working full time at it.
Well, that's what I mean. Those are the ones. If that's because that's the only way to make it.
Right.
It's very rare to actually make it. It's super rare to make it, even though you already have a job.
Right.
And you already have a career and you have things in place. If you have a house and mortgage payments, you can't go be a comedian. You can't just quit and go be a comedian. You lose everything. You know.
That was one of those things I was listening to, once again, Joey Diaz. He was talking about, he's like, sometimes I admire those hobby comics that, you know, they work the full-time job, but they still come out to do comedy because that's their passion. But, you know, they still have to take care of the wife and kid at home. Some of those guys are really fucking funny. They go out there, they fucking kill it, you know, 2-3 times a month.
Look at fucking.
But at least you know.
Vinny Fallon's funny as fuck. He's been a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
You know, that's just for years. That's a great thing. You know, once what happens is it becomes a little bit easier when you start to realize, as I have, from here on out. Yes, do I want to be some big famous comedian? Sure. But is it just a nice paying hobby for right now? Yep.
Yep.
And accept that and move on.
That's what I'm seeing in that.
It's my retirement job.
I don't even see where at 56 I could break in unless I did some skyrocket.
It's hard. You know why? Because you can't put asses in the seats. No. That's why. Young kids can. Like I said,
where's this goddamn casting couch? Sorry.
Right?
Exactly. The one with
Where's Harvey Weinstein when I need him?
I was in the Navy. I ain't afraid of a good time.
So, you know, the guys who, you know, the one guy, Brandon, that I knew was doing every time, when I first started out, I saw him and I met him. He was doing, you know, big bringer shows in the city. He was doing them once a week for months. And I was like, dude, how? I just graduated college. I was in a frat house with 50 college buddies. Every week I call 20 of them, 10 of them are going to show up because they're young, they're out to drink, they're out to support their buddy, blah, blah. And that's not going to last forever, but it lasts a long enough time for him. Whereas I'm like, I can bring people out once and that's it. They're all going to come see me because I'm doing stand-up once and that's it.
Well, people I know now saying as long as I don't cut until they sleep time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in bed by 8:30, Sal.
What do you mean Thursday night?
Yeah.
Sunday night.
Yeah.
And then to go into the city, get a sitter, go into the city,
Mm-hmm.
pay all that. I told you I went to support for Stand Up New York. I went to, I think Ritu. I went to support Ritu. And I did a show there at Stand Up New York. And I told the guy at work, and he was Cuban. So he said, I'll bring some family members. And it was like 15 of them. So they let me come back and host. But I went to support Ritu. And I asked these people to come, and they came, they had a good time, and I hosted. And I asked people to come, and they came. And I think I hosted again. And that's the picture you found of me with Dante.
Yeah, the video where you
The video
introducing Dante Nero.
But then I went to support Ritu. And I'm like 2 buckets of beer, 2 plates of food, and then again it was like $250 for the night. And plus we had to get into the city, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I asked. But I felt so embarrassed.
Oh my God.
I was so embarrassed that I actually had people come see me, not realizing how much it actually costs.
Yeah.
I think we're clip of the week time. It's $5.99.
Yeah. So, Solly, just give you a little heads up.
Yeah.
We do have a couple sponsors here.
Okay.
One of them is Cold Cock Whiskey. Another one is Spunk Loop, Fleshlight.
I
And
should tell you what kind of show this really is.
yeah, we go with sponsors that aren't going to get rid of us.
Julight.
Did you like?
Hey, stick it in me. Go ahead.
I call that my tunnel of love now.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And our last is a website called eFund.
Yeah.
But,
Yes.
okay.
Shay, how would you describe it?
So if you find yourself with a masturbation problem, you feel like you're masturbating a little too much, you go to eFund. If you still want to watch porn, but you don't want to masturbate, you go to eFund. Because if you masturbate to eFund, you're probably sick in the head, and then you just need professional
Did we
help.
do the Special Olympics of porn?
I don't think so, and I'm not sure why this is not coming up right now.
I think we did. It's a Japanese one.
Well, we'll have cold cock whiskey. We want to get cold cocked in the face.
What's the name of it?
Yeah.
It's the whiskey. you
Special
wanna have.
Olympics of porn. It's scroll way down. It's way down.
Okay.
I think we did right there. Did we do that one? I think we did
Special
that one.
Olympic porn.
That looks, no, maybe, I think we might have.
Insane Clown Posse sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think we did that one.
By the way,
Yes,
Yeah,
we
we
did.
did
Oh.
this one, yeah.
headsets.
Oh, I gotta play it.
I can actually
Wait,
hear
did
it.
the audio come on? Wait, keep
Yeah,
this on
I
for a
hear
minute. Just keep this on for a minute. Let me check the stream. Let me see if it comes over the stream.
As long as they don't see it, we're good.
Yeah, we watched this one.
No, doesn't go
We
over.
did?
It
We
doesn't
saw
go
this
over.
one.
We did see this one. It doesn't come over the stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So whatever it is, I gotta put it on. Comedy Diner is closed. Paul just said.
That's always good.
Down in schools.
Let's see.
Millennial mating
Oh, we
habits.
gotta start down. 2023 was out of fucking control. Sounds like a goddamn winner to me.
That's what I was
All
thinking.
right, let's do it.
Like, hang on, I gotta.
Well, we have a guest. Let's have our guest try and pick something. Because he has no idea what he's getting into. So I'll just make it a little
The
funny.
clip of the week, right?
Yeah, we pick a clip and we play it. We enjoy it. The audience can't see it, but we tell them where it is and the way to look it up. And
Okay.
if they so choose, they could be degenerates like we are.
Yeah, get in on it.
You know, I scroll a little. Keep going. Yeah, let's do the millennial mating habits.
All right.
What are the mating habits of the millennial?
Hang on, I gotta load it up here too. Ready?
Yes.
Wait, hang on. Pause it. I got an ad. Start from the beginning. I got an ad. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Plug that second.
It's the banana.
Oh, there's a nice banana in the girl's vagina. That looks like, what's her name from fucking Full House?
Yeah. As long as you can cut perfect slices with it. Be in the Philippines.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Oh,
We're
bloody
just gonna go with that
butthole.
sound.
Little bloody butthole.
At least she didn't feel it yet.
You don't want to go. You don't want it to go to waste. I mean, come on.
No, it's good banana. She says no, like it's gross, like she just didn't have it in her pot, and that's.
That's gross. That is bad.
Dear. Just rinse off, you fucking weirdo. There's a shower right behind you.
Yeah, I was okay with the banana in me, but don't show my bloody vagina.
Yeah.
Goddamn millennial.
Oh, that's a porta potty. That's a. She's licking the seat. And that's a well-used porta potty. And she's not a bad-looking girl. It's not like she's an ugly mess, you
It's
know.
like on drugs or something.
Oh, I can see piss. I can see.
She's
Oh,
reaching in there. She's
Don't
reaching in
grab-
there.
Ah, you reach in.
Grab a turn.
oh,
Don't grab
oh, get
She's
some.
fishing.
Oh, the shit in her hand. The shit in her hand. Ah, Card, you glad you picked this one? Look it.
Now you got blue hands.
Oh,
That's just
oh my God.
it's only hepatitis.
Oh, you shit all over her
Throw it
face.
up.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
She looked drunk.
By the way, Anthony enjoys that we're cringing.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
What the hell?
They're gonna smoke meth out of her pussy.
What do you mean Bart's has bite?
Neck, vagina bone.
And the lighter's stuck in her butthole.
I guess that beats cocaine in the ass.
Gotta mix it up.
Hereditary Shaggy, and I'm known for being a match king.
What's that mean?
Guys will pay me to poo on their chest.
How many Clydes do you have?
I have like 3 like regulars.
Oh, dear.
Turd.
I'd say like a 200. Sometimes they make me stay like over the weekend.
She has a-
and
I thought that was a chatterbait fucking tattoo on her forehead.
They like to get shit on after on like diarrhea. Well, I don't.
It does
have a
look like
problem
it.
shitting like on people because I like went to jail to like give the shit in front of people when you're in a shallow. So I went to jail for pepper spraying someone.
Why'd you pepper spray him?
Because she was trying to fight me, and I don't fight because that's ratchet, and I'm like a grown woman, so.
Yeah, I just shit in people's faces.
Yeah, I'm an adult. I don't do that. I don't
Yeah.
fight. But if you pay me, I'll shit on you.
I'm guessing you don't have a video of that.
Awesome.
That's kind of a good thing.
Fuck is going on?
So that
that a
guy's
dog?
like a cripple.
Oh, it's
She's hanging herself.
Self-asphyxiation. Oh.
This guy
Asians
punched
are
her in-
weird.
What is this, an abortion?
No, he just punched her in the stomach. This is weird fetishes. To make her throw up. At
Oh.
least she has a mask for safety.
Yes.
Yeah, 'cause
Weirdos.
A face full of zombies, man.
All right, chick on the pool table. He's gonna break.
If it goes straight in, I think I found my next wife.
They went right
You
in.
found your next wife.
Yes.
You
Did
called
that go
it.
in?
Right in.
Yeah.
Yes, it did. Yes, it
That's how
did.
you end the clip.
Wow.
Wow.
She's a good egg.
Now, that should have been in the Philippines.
Oof.
Yeah, y'all just opened my mind to some crazy shit. now.
That happens on this show, especially with the clip of the week.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's definitely the clip of the week.
Well, so speaking of,
Yeah.
Good times.
Anthony, what do you got coming up?
I don't got much. February 2nd, I will be at the Dojo.
Yeah,
You know the headliner is to that one yet?
I don't remember top of my head.
All right, I'm fucking hosting, so this could be interesting.
Yes,
The 9th and 10th, we have a private event we're doing.
yes, we do.
Private parts event?
Yes.
Yep, you can say that. And that's really it I have right now. I have phone calls out, so I'm hoping to hear back, but who knows?
Shay?
What am I doing? I'm going to be in Fairhaven Friday night with Mike Capanella.
Yeah, right.
And then
I like him.
Saturday in Brick and another fundraiser with Ryan Marr.
Okay.
Then I'm doing a Seaside Hike show on the 20th of January with Ryan Martin down at Seaside at a
Nice.
restaurant. It's supposed to be really good. And then I'll be in Long Branch with John Conti on the 27th.
Look at you all busy.
Steady work.
I know.
Yeah.
And then March I'll be with. Remember, I got some stuff coming up. So.
I know.
And then it, you know, this
Yeah.
is when it's a hobby, it goes up and then down, and then up. Trying to keep rolling it along. You know?
Well, for me, there's nothing but open mics.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
but
Not a year in. That's
You
for
gotta
sure.
get your time in.
For
What's
the
that?
people that don't know me, just catch me on Instagram as Solly Sellers Jr. You know, Grey Ghost on TikTok, and Solly Sellers on Facebook. And you can check out my clips. And hopefully people will see me soon and get some gigs here in next month or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, I am doing tips with Anthony, Paul, and I forget who else right now because I'm not that bright. I'm terrible.
Oh, yeah, we do have tips coming up in April.
I have so
Oh, that's
many
right. We
things.
didn't give you the same.
They didn't even send dates and shit.
We could have carpooled, but no.
I know.
But no.
But no. And then, well, you could carpool with us, but we leave fucking super early to get there, so.
No, I'm saying for the shows that I'm
Yeah.
on together.
But I'm saying, like, if you're on the show with me and Paul, you can leave with us, but then
Oh,
again,
yeah,
you're leaving
no,
much
I'll,
earlier.
I'll find my way up there.
Yeah.
But
I don't think
we're
you want to
saying,
be there at
Tim
7.
and I in the same show.
Yeah.
We could have, because he's right.
Makes sense. You're down, yeah. But yes, I am doing tips on
We
the
could have
second.
commutified
And then, yes, we will be in the Poconos
Yeah.
next weekend.
the Cincinnati show.
6 and S. Woo! And yeah, and
That sound like
I actually got a lot of stuff coming up, but not comedy related, which is a blessing and a curse. I
You're
guess.
married now.
Yeah,
What do you
yeah.
got coming up that's not comedy related? And by the way, who really gives a shit? I
Exactly.
got a lot of stuff coming up that's not comedy related,
I know.
but I didn't mention it because nobody gives a fucking shit.
Well, you know what it is? No, but that's my thing. Like now it's like, oh, she's like, we have nothing this week. We're doing this. I'm like, all right. So now if I want to get booked, they can't.
So I have dinner with Fran and Joe 2 weeks from now on Friday night.
You too?
I do,
Okay.
but nobody gives a shit. That's why.
No, I care.
That's why they mentioned.
I want to know. I want to know. I want to know because I don't want to be the only one
We're
that's not
going to
doing.
Cousin Seafood in Marlboro.
How is that place?
I don't know.
I'm getting
I don't
dragged
eat
there.
fucking seafood.
I keep getting
She
threatened to
don't
be
eat
dragged.
seafood.
I don't eat seafood, but my wife's dying to go. We're going with friends.
I love
You know why I
seafood.
didn't mention it? Because no one gives a
Because
shit.
me and Shay's wife were eating together, and Shay and my wife were eating together at your wedding.
Yeah.
Because we were eating, Shay's wife were eating seafood
Yeah.
and steak and shit. Him and my wife were eating fucking chicken fingers.
Yeah. No, I.
Wait, I thought you were gonna. No, you were just staring at
I
him.
was just staring at
I had the steak. The steak was good. I'll eat. I just don't eat seafood.
I love seafood.
I'm not a seafood guy either.
No, I just don't eat it. I tried.
Steak.
Everything, just don't like it. And I'm fine with it. I'm fine with not eating seafood. I take fish oil to keep my,
Good looks.
triglycerides in check, but I don't eat fish. I wish I could eat fish, just like I don't eat eggs. I wish I could eat eggs. I just don't. They don't taste good. I'm not gonna eat them.
Steelers got stomped.
Yeah, they did. And on that note,
And on that note, good night,
we are
everybody.
getting out of here. Good night, everybody.
I gotta drive back to Orange. Hope it's not snowing.
I gotta get a
outside.
fucking